Um, 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 okay.
Well, look at all you beautiful little beans. Can I get some... No, don't say oh in the chat. That is illegal. Cease. Don't do that. No. No, naughty chat. Naughty chat. Oh, nah, this... I thought this was a wholesome Christian PG stream. Oh, that's so... Oh, no. This is atrocious. Man, this is why we're all gonna go to hell. Oh, this is great. I can almost read the text messages in between the OOs. This is gonna be good. This is very promising indeed. The conversation is just flowing. What? No, there are a lot of OOs in the chat.
Oh,
yeah.
Are there no XDs in the chat?
Oh no. So far I can't see any XDs in the chat.
Oh
no.
my god, this is unfortunate. There should be XDs. I don't stand with the. Alright, are we?
Wait. We got a couple of XD. We got a couple. Oh god. Okay. Oh Jesus Christ. We got a couple of hundred XDs. Holy shit.
Pokemon XD, Pokemon Uwu, or Pokemon OWO? That's the real question.
The new Pokemon game. Pokemon Uwu and Pokemon OO.
Yeah, I miss the old like Pokemon creepypastas because I would stay up as a kid like listening to those. I believed in the Lavender Town theory like so wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah? Was it like conspiratorial and dark?
Yeah, so it was like, I use stream safe words, but apparently like the legend goes in the Pokemon Green beta when it was being rolled out, once kids got to Lavender Town, people just became really sad, and so the song had something called Lavender Town Syndrome, and people would say that the song would make kids just become unalive via their own admission. And so it has this like super long like internet lore called Lavender Town Syndrome.
Man, that Pokemon got incredibly dark. I thought Pokemon was supposed to be like wholesome. I mean, apart from the fact that they literally kick out their like 9-year-old kids to be like, hey Timmy, take a fucking rat inside of a ball and go fight the mob or something like that. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be here and shag the fucking professor of the village.
I guess Pokemon didn't get dark. I guess it just started off dark. Like,
it was always dark. We just forgot about it because it was like oversaturated and colorful.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, initially they started off with the concept of having, like, predatory systems and having, like, a dark take on the game. they actually had to change it because they were initially going to make it to where you go to Pokemon centers because Pokemon die and you revive them after they're killed. But they were like, okay, maybe that might be a bit too far.
Here is my gory slush of a Pikachu. Can you do something about this?
Well, I mean, there's
Pikachu pieces in a fucking bag. You just come in like, hey, can you fix this?
There's literal moves in like the first games where it's like they have guillotine. I don't know if that. I'm pretty sure that's in the first game.
Oh.
And it's a one-hit quote unquote KO. I'm like, please elaborate how getting guillotined is just like, dude, I hit you with the old comical guillotine. Now you're unconscious, silly. Like
Charmander's head fell off and he fainted from it. Ooh.
They even show it in the second episode of Pokemon. They show that move being used in a silhouette, and he sees his Metapod get cut in half. And I'm like, there is no like reworking this. This is 100% just like a kill move.
Jesus Christ. Hi, thank you so much for the Danish kronor. Is it good to have 12 hours in a game I've had for 48 hours? It's very good. That's a life accomplishment. Thank you, Samantha, for the 10. Random question. What made you decide to grow out a beard? Avoiding twink death.
That's fair.
I mean, I think that's valid, though. I think that's valid. Once you're 30 plus, you're like, man, I can't really pull off this, like, 21-year-old look anymore. I better go to the gym and make sure I can grow a beard or whatever, you know? Because one day I'm going to wake up and my hair is going to fall off spontaneously. Just poof.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's always fun. You're like, my hair used to be there, right? Maybe not.
Yeah, it's like my hairline used to be about here, you know? Like, slightly above my eyebrows. Like here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Can you imagine? It just looks like a ball of hair.
I'm screwed in that department. I'm British, so it's like by age
no.
like 40. It's like, oh, I'm a cue ball, bro. I'm a cue ball.
Oh no! By the time you're like 31, you're gonna look like you're 58.
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
Condolences. My God. But
okay.
we'll make sure you don't have twink death. You're gonna be pale, jacked, and have a mustache. And bald.
I haven't. Like, I clean it up, but I haven't shaved my face, since, like, November now? That's fun. Yeah.
No, that's good.
I'm going for the Chris Pratt look, if Chris Pratt was a skinny twink from Texas. Yeah,
I look like Thor if he was a skinny, whiny Swedish little shit.
Dude, I look like Kanye West if he was a white twink man from Texas in his 20s. Like when you weigh those odds, like weigh those things, it's like pretty much a 1-to-1.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Ethan too. I just got into college. Hey, congratulations. That is amazing. Make sure you learn stuff because today is all about education. I wonder, are you ready for education? How many weddings have you been to in your life?
I have been, after I thought about it, I've been to one when I was like 2, so I don't recall anything from it.
Was it a lot of drama? And like bridezillas and plans to go to shit.
I don't personally think so, but I have watched that stuff from afar online, and it makes me like never want to get married.
Yes, indeed, because that is what we're doing here today.
We need to have a destination wedding, and it needs to be $80,000
my
minimum.
God. Unless you don't spend $100,000 on a wedding, is it even real love? You know, they say money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you love. Thank you so much, Frey, for the 5 gifted members. Mwah.
You have the people who show up to the weddings as well, who try to make it about them. It's like, bro.
Ooh, yes.
Why?
Yes.
It's wild that some people spawn in, they get consciousness, like they're like, wow, I'm alive. I'm the only person who feels this. Like, that is insane. No way.
That's true for me, though, but not for anyone else. I am the main character.
Well, I am, too. That's why I'm the only person who's conscious. That's why I can see birds and hear trees and stuff. I remember when I was 14.
I talked to the fucking trees, man. That's why I'm the main character.
I remember when I was like 14, 15, my friend was like, okay, I don't want to sound like insane, but what if there's like what if like things render in real life? Like when you don't see things, like you could go down the street, but if no one's at that street, what if it's just not rendered and then we like see it when it comes in? I was like,
ooh, I read a story about
sense.
that. Like someone's kid thought that the world paused when they weren't close to it because they didn't understand how they were like 5, but they thought legitimately like, you know, oh, if I just leave the class, Because, you know, if I left class because I'm sick, and then I come back the next day, my classmates are sitting in the class still, you know? It's not because they have gone home and then gone there the next school day, it's because they've always been there. You know, we just paused when I went home, so... That's amazing. Samantha, thank you so much for the 10. Ooh, every single one. Yes, that is amazing. Hell yeah.
I miss being a kid and like wholeheartedly believing in just dumb things like that. Like I miss genuinely listening to like Slender Man conspiracy theories, and I'm like, there's no way. This is so scary.
When the world felt magical, instead of Musk arguing with like gamers on Twitter about like him faking his top score profile or whatever the fuck, the world was a bit more magical, wasn't it?
No one was gonna wake up and be like, you want to know, you know, Elon's pretty cool, but he doesn't have a high score in a video game. Like, there was no reason to do that. Like, no one cared. But then he decided to do that.
I think it's something called like a gamer cred. I think everyone just saw like all the love that Henry Cavill got for being like a bit nerdy in his free time, right? And they were just like, man, I want the Henry Cavill treatment. So everyone tried to convince the world that they were a gamer too. But the truth is that most people aren't gamers like that because they're busy with other stuff, especially if they allegedly run 7 companies or whatever. Bruh. Scott Creed, thank you so much for being a last, you beautiful bean.
I'm going to hire a professional basketball player to come to an arcade with me, and then he's going to throw all the basketballs into like the basketball game, and then I'm going to turn around and take a photo and be like, bro, you can't stop me. I'm just that good.
Oh, I know how to handle balls, if I may say so myself. And I do.
A bit of a ball handler.
It's called the midlife crisis. Oh, you mean Musk? I thought we were talking about twink death. Yeah. I think it is. I think it definitely is.
I think Musk is a good example of twink death.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Definitely.
Have you seen his recent haircut? Did you see that?
Yeah, he's going for like the Zoomer broccoli haircut, but he can't pull it off.
No, that's
not good.
No, he's not going for Zoomer broccoli. He's going for like a fade, and it's crazy because he looks
like... Oh,
no,
it's that one. No.
He looks like some of the women my mom used to date. Like, it's crazy. It's like actually wild.
I mean, maybe that's what he's going for. Hell yeah. That's kind of a vibe. That's kind of I would respect that more, honestly.
Yeah. No, that's quite an interesting look. Like, he looks like he has IPAs in his fridge and like the science is a real sign in his yard.
Oh my god, it's absolutely amazing. Twitter is truth tattooed on his forehead. Twitter. Oh, X is truth, I mean. And then the other tattoo is X videos on his cheek, which I think is a porn site, but it's just Twitter.
Yeah, I mean,
God, it's beautiful.
I think everyone should. I mean, just you type in x.com and you'll find it. It's everything you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's borderline an adult site nowadays. The amount of like spam bots in my replies is nuts.
Whoa, no way. This is crazy. As we're talking, the late great Oz Media sent me a message. What the heck?
Ooh, does he want to join wedding shaming?
I could ask him.
Ask him.
Be 100% down. Yeah.
I mean, he made the mistake of DMing you, and now he has a social obligation.
Here, let me ask him.
I hate Super Chat. I can't ask what I want to. Thank you so much for the 2. Is this going to be a threesome? I mean, a threesome wedding shaming sounds like a good mix of words.
We're going to give Oz the special chair.
Oh, yeah? What does the special chair do?
The ones you see in hotels.
Oh, the cuck chair. Yeah, I love the cuck chair. It's so funny. Once someone pointed that out to me, through a meme, of course, because I don't go outside. But I was like, has anyone ever thought that there's a cuck chair in every hotel room? And I'm like, oh my god. Every time I've traveled since then, I'm like, there's literally a cuck chair in every single bedroom at hotels. It's so wild. It's just like, the hotel planners are like, yeah, technically there should be some furniture that isn't a bed. Let's add a chair and just put it in the corner facing the bed. The cuck chair. Yeah, chat. The cuck chair. It's the chair that always awkwardly stands in the corner of a hotel bedroom. And like, what's the purpose of the chair? Whoever sits on that chair. It's the cuck chair.
I'm trying to convince him with all my might.
Oh, do it. Should I DM him as well and tell him to join? Yeah, I'll do it. Join us. Heart emoji, and I'm gonna send him a licky frog as well. Then he can't resist.
He says he took sleep medicine, so he's about to be tired and loopy. So I was like, even better.
That sounds
Like,
pretty
all the
funny,
more reason to
honestly.
join in.
That sounds really
I'm running
funny.
off what, like 4 hours of sleep and 200 milligrams of gamer subs and 100 milligrams of Red Bull, 1 pack of ramen noodles. I don't care.
God, could you? I just came home from the gym and I haven't even showered. I'm sweaty as hell.
Oh.
I mean, maybe that's not the same as being loopy from like weird American meds. I'm just stinky, so maybe that's less
American
fun.
meds.
Yeah, fucking American pillar poppers. God damn.
Come on, he's typing. He's typing.
Oh, come on, Ozzy Woozy.
He's crawling to his desk. Yes.
Yes, crawl to the
dude.
desk.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
We got 2 Reddit lads and a lol cow enjoyer. Let's go.
This is gonna be so good. That's like the ultimate drama trio. Hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to add Oz to my little title as well. Hold on.
No. You just leave him out.
Yeah, that's
just
probably
keep
for
my
the
name
best.
on there.
What channel does he even want?
I get honestly, I would do his Oswald channel.
Yeah, I'll do
that's
the
where
Oz
he's, like,
one because
posting-
he's a bit more active there. There we go. It's also shorter tags. That's nice. Looks better in the title. Hell yes. Imagine I just like link something else accidentally, something completely
like
unrelated.
some random. I used to do that with Damien. I would at him and I would at the wrong Damien Lee so many times. Because it's just Damien Lee, so like I would expect it to be Damien, but
Ooh.
Damien's is not Damien Lee.
I see Oswald in the chat. Let's see. Report for inappropriate behavior. Not that YouTube would ever listen to
that's
me.
fair.
I reported someone once for sending me a death threat in a video, and YouTube did nothing, so I seriously fucking doubt they would do something about Oz in the chat. Oh, let's see. I am trying. All right, I'll invite him to the call. Let's see.
I'm trying.
I'm
I'm tired and sleepy.
Oh, we have a group here from a year ago. I'll call this one, I guess.
Oh boy, I wonder what was going on then.
It just looks like we were actually just playing Lethal Company, I think. It's actually a wholesome
okay.
group chat. Hell yes.
Oh,
Ooh, whoa. There we go. Let's see if they pick up on it. It's an ancient little group chat. Crawling out of the sleep is where call. Group chat. Join. Group. Yes. I tried so hard, but not so far.
You're so far.
In the end. Is it just me, or does a lot of music from that era sound like a bit constipated when you think about it?
I like it though.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been Dude, what's your longest constipation streak?
Oh shit, now we're getting into the real content. Oh, Caleb, thank you so much for the 10 pullen. Stinky click. I'm nuts. Yeah, I'm pretty stinky. Ska, thank you so much for the 2. Opinion on guillotines. It's pretty cool, especially when it's Pokemon in the guillotine.
Say guillotine?
Yeah, I was just about to say, what the
Dude.
hell is a guillotine?
Are we seriously starting off the stream with some good old Swedish racism? This is so inappropriate. God,
What's
I'm
wrong
gonna.
with it?
I would
mean,
cancel
we're
you both on
American.
Twitter,
I need to add,
but
like,
I don't
a
think.
disclaimer real quick. I am like on like 18 hours of sleep, so or no sleep.
Oh,
So
I
I'm very.
Hey,
I'm a
I've
little
slept
loopy right
so
now.
much.
So get ready for fun.
Are
I
you
am
on your phone right now?
I shouldn't be.
It would be,
Oh, okay, never mind.
that would be such a funny backwards excuse. Like, okay, guys, I might be very different today because I'm actually well rested.
In my
Yeah, I guess
case, it's true.
I might be. I don't know. It might be strange. Got 8 hours.
Oh,
Not right.
man. It was
I'm
my
gonna turn
birthday
my
last
AC on
week,
'cause it
and I
gets
just
so
bought my
hot in
birthday
here.
plushie and pins. Can't wait to get them. Hell yeah, Kate, that is absolutely amazing. Oz and Wonder, have you bought your plushies yet?
There's a new plushie.
There's
I've
always,
been living under a rock for the past couple weeks.
There's always a new plushie. There's always
There
a new
is
plushie.
always a new plushie with you.
There's always a new plushie.
I can't escape it. Click, they're taking over my house. They're in my rafters.
Oh, you think they're taking over your house? Holy sh!
No, not again.
I just had packages sent to me of like extra plushies of the little like glow in the dark keychain plushies. It's so many.
Oh, sick.
I already had 200 of these, and I just got 50 more.
I just about did something or asked something really stupid. I was like, hey, you should turn your camera on so I can see. Not like entirely forgetting, and my monitor above, you're literally live right now.
Hello, Ozzy Wazzy. How are you? How are you doing? Check this out. This is like a little emotional support demon that glows in the dark. You see, it's so cute. Look at that.
Right, I'm back.
Oh, look at that.
As the late
It's so
great
cute.
Abraham
It's like-
Lincoln said, "Where the white women at?"
I don't think he said that. I think he probably.
Pretty sure he
No,
said
he
that.
didn't say it. He tweeted it. Please get your history
He
straight.
tweeted it.
God,
Okay, my bad.
disgusting. All right,
Dude, at him.
who's down for reading some wedding shaming?
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
it's
we're
the
doing.
title. Yeah, I probably should have read that.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, no, I can't do that. I actually take weddings pretty seriously, so I'm gonna have to sit this one out.
I don't appreciate this toxicity that this group brings to the wedding shaming
Okay,
community.
real quick, oh god, I am like, I'm a little too tired. Real quick click. God, I love having dyslexia and a speech impediment. Have you ever seen like on the amount of like r/am I the asshole? There just seems to always be like an influx of wedding posts, and every time I'm like, why are there so many wedding posts?
Yeah.
For some reason, the answer is always, oh, it's wedding season. But that's
Yeah.
what it was last season and the season before that.
Yes.
Why is it always wedding season?
I think it's because wedding is when a lot of families. I mean, it's always wedding season somewhere in the world, right? But I think it also because weddings have a very high density of drama. You know, like divorced parents meeting up, or you know, siblings that don't get along, or that real horn dog cousin that gets too drunk, or whatever it might be, or the stepmom that shows up in her own wedding dress. You know, it's just a good time. It's just a good time. Show him the cake one. Co-word. Co-word. Thank you, Caleb. Yeah, I also made a cake. Where the fuck is it? God, I have so many
Cake?
plushies. Yeah, I have a caked up plushie that has a big butt. Where is it? I think I tossed it somewhere during a skit for a video. I don't know where it is right now. It's buried in the other 200 plushies. I'll have to dig it out. But it's beautiful.
Better get a shovel then, buddy.
Oh, I'm gonna get a shovel for your sweet cakes. Skunk, thank you so much for the 5. Got my glow tea today, but won't see it for at least 4 years. Decided to move out of the US before it came. Ooh, that's gonna be kind of tricky. I hope you get the address figured out, man. Your everyday, thank you so much for the 10. We're getting an orange emotional support demon this summer. We're getting the pool party emotional support demon that has like detachable sunglasses, which is pretty cool. I think it's really cute.
You're accessorizing them?
Yeah, look at this. You can like put sunglasses on it.
Go!
Look at that. It's amazing. And you can put them here when it's like off. You see? It's great.
Great. You're gonna have like a little accessory packs for your emotional support demon.
Just wait until I
man.
come out with a full-blown Barbie house for these things.
Wait until Click comes out. I'm so excited for the day.
Yes, indeed.
Wait, when do I get my own Pokemon style themed trading card game for the emotional support demons? Huh?
You are, I know you're joking, but...
Good God!
Ooh.
No, it's actually like, it's a little bit of a work in progress, but we're setting up for future campaigns, so they're like bonuses for like plushies being sold. So like, 1,000 plushies have been sold. Everyone who bought one gets like a little demon card, or they get like his extra sticker or a pin or something cool, you know?
Who is the one nematode that dislikes this stream?
Don't say
How
that.
are
You're
you
gonna have
getting
more
access
aneme.
to the- Yeah, you're just wonder. That's like the #1 rule of streaming. You never mention the dislikes because they're gonna shoot up.
Oh,
Honestly,
No, they won't.
I don't even think there is a dislike because the extension isn't particularly accurate. I've
Yeah.
noticed.
The extension doesn't actually have any API data. It essentially just guesstimates it based upon like general viewership activity, and
Your everyday health.
the dislike API is gone. Like you can't access that anymore. So without having like the actual creator code or like the GUID attached to it.
Ooh, bring back
Blood has the
mango. We're
coolest
working on
profile
a big size whale shark mango. It's gonna be pretty cute.
More like mom-sized.
All right, who wants to read the first beautiful post?
No one.
I'll read the first post.
Oh yeah,
Check
we're
this-
doing weddings.
Yeah, we're sorting
wait,
by
wait.
top of the month, by the way, so make it easy.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning. The dress my mom is planning to wear to my wedding. She sent this to me yesterday, and I still haven't replied. Oh, it's mildly infuriating. It doesn't have any more. Like, it doesn't have more, but it's basically a big old wedding dress. And she is not getting married at the wedding. Look at this. This is what... It's not even stepmom. It's the mom. So you can't even use the evil stepmom card.
At that point, when is it okay to uninvite your own mother?
Oh, I actually had this. I was educated on this via like another drama post about weddings, that the maid of honor actually has a mission during weddings, and it is to very purposefully spill red wine on anyone else who comes in a wedding dress.
Is that a conspiracy or is that like confirmed?
Yeah.
No, it's an actual thing. It's an actual thing.
It's just so like, I don't know. Anything that follows like a tradition just kind of freaks me out a bit. It's like scares my brain. I don't know why. It's just like uncanny to me. It's like, oh my goodness, we have to spill the wine. It's tradition.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that's cool. It creates like a little, inert spy movie operation built into your own wedding. Mother-in-law shows up in a white dress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was another story on one of these subreddits I read for like another stream or something, and that's exactly what happened. They had this big conspiracy for the maid of honor that she was gonna like sneak up with wine, because of course it's a lot of like wedding dresses and stuff, so everyone drinks white or champagne and stuff so it doesn't stain. And then there's one red glass of wine on the entire wedding that the maid of honor has. So she can specifically seek out this, I think it was a stepmom or something, that was coming in a wedding dress, and they knew she was coming in a wedding dress. It's like they had loaded the weapon, they had planned everything, they had talked to like the bride and the groom, so they were okay with it. It was like this whole fucking conspiracy just to make sure they shut down this like stepmom.
I just don't know why you would do that. Like where it clicks in your head. Like, ooh, I'm gonna dress like I'm gonna dress like the center of attention at the wedding.
Our wedding, comrade. Our wedding.
No
Our wedding.
No one thinks you're slick for that. No one would ever think you're slick for that. That's insane.
I actually went to a wedding, like, which I actually ran into Wonder while I was out there, like 5 months ago, where the bride's aunt, for both the rehearsal dinner and the wedding, was wearing white.
No.
And it was just like a very like flowery kind of white. And then she ended up changing midway through to this like obnoxious like pink sequence dress that was just way over the top. And like because it was like a lit up ballroom, like she was just like this, like always in the corner of your eye, just blinding source of light.
Oh, I love talking drama about people who I have no idea who it is. It's like low tier drama with no consequence to myself. It's so satisfying.
Oh,
delicious.
Do you have any drama?
So I've
Whoa! Holy shit!
Like wedding drama?
No, the post I just noticed like the block of text in front of me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I literally just did the same thing. I just clicked on it and scrolled down. I was like,
should we can read this in unison? I think that's gonna be great.
Oh please no! I'm sleep deprived and I just finished recording tomorrow's video.
Let's let Oz cover all this.
Yeah.
God, please,
okay,
no.
Oz, you start reading this one. I want to hear what you're
I
like.
have no reading comprehension skills right now. I am
This is gonna be
sleep
great.
deprived.
Okay, I can take over if it's too difficult for you to read. Okay. Yeah.
All right. R/wedding shaming. Just amused Harmony. Yeah, we need a groom for a wedding. His family, not so much. Is that too much personality? Should I crank it down a little
more
bit?
personality.
Alrighty, my brother's divorced.
Yeah, more personality.
I think I walked in here just to get like ran through the mud and insulted and pointed and laughed at.
that's
Dance,
not
monkey,
No.
dance!
No, don't worry about it. No, but dance. I'm like shooting the ground.
Bro
but
becomes a
digitally.
YouTuber and is like, why do people want me to dance? Why do people treat me like a character?
Why do you treat
like
me like
a-
entertainment?
There's that clip rolling around from Shrek 4 where they like put Rumpelstiltskin in a cage, make his duck blow up, which was his childhood friend, and force him to dance on the dead duck's body.
Oh my!
It's kind of fucked up. That's what it feels like right now.
That's
Yeah.
a Southern wedding tradition. We do that.
I can't be the only one who's seen that Shrek 4 clip running around, please.
Sadly, I
yeah.
haven't. No, it sounds like it sounds like one of those kid movie things that you watch when you were a kid, and then you rewatch it as an adult, and you're like, man, that's really fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Wow.
And like in the first Shrek, when Shrek makes the like he takes a frog and he blows in its mouth till it becomes like a balloon, and then he lets the frog float away in the air. I'm just like, he just literally he's just dead. He's just
Like
he's gonna
blasted
go to
his
the
fucking
atmosphere
organs.
and die. Like he's just minding his own business, became a balloon, and then burned in the atmosphere.
Imagine if we had like giants that would run around grabbing humans and inflate their bodies full of air and just up there he goes.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Like, they just blow you full of
The
air, so
horrors
you're
of
still
inflation.
alive for long enough, but you're like slowly suffocating because they tied your lips up, and then you're just floating around there and just suffocating
We should
for 2
actually
minutes.
look into this. If Click, if you want to open another tab or actually Reddit.
Yeah,
would
I
actually
think
be
the
better.
main scientific source is called E621. You would Google inflation and see what
so
pops up with
just
that.
type in
I
think-
r/inflation.
Yeah,
and we'll
that
see
sounds
about,
like a great way to get this stream struck down instantly, if I'm
Wait,
gonna be honest.
Wait, I kind of want to. I'm gonna type that in a separate tab. I've actually never seen this
Inflation.
subreddit.
The inflation of the American dollar has... All right, us! Dance monkey,
All right.
read!
All right. My brother's divorce is finalized, so I'm going to talk about the shit show that was his wedding. The wedding happened in 2020. My brother, Jay, 28 male at the time, was getting married to W, wife, 27 female. And it went nothing like how I thought this wedding would go. Oh, his wedding. Oh well. My sister, L, 20 female, and I, 18, were the first people to meet W about 2 years ago. Why are you highlighting things? Am I getting things wrong?
No,
There's like a delay on the
it's just-
stream.
I'm doing... It's like a subtitle thing. I'm doing it as you
Follow
Okay.
read.
along, man.
There's nothing malicious going on.
So
You're just
there's a
paranoid.
delay for the
Guys.
stream. There's a delay for the stream. So
Oh.
as I'm reading it, it looks like you're highlighting every vocal mistake I
Okay,
made.
so I have to do
So-
I have to do it faster, so I'm always like ahead of what you're reading, so it syncs.
All right. Anyways. My sister L, 20 female, and I, 18, were the first people to meet W about 2 years before the wedding. It seemed fine at first. God, no! Please! And it seemed fine at first. We eventually met most of her family at a barbecue they hosted, and Jay brought W along on our annual trip to see our extended family, mainly our Nana, who is very sick, on oxygen, can't really travel, so we make the trip to see her. Jay is also her oldest grandchild, so when she heard that he was engaged, she was thrilled that she might get to see at least one of her grandchildren get married.
Oh man, us little millennial disappointments.
Please someone else
It's great.
take over.
Okay,
Then
I'll
COVID happened.
oh,
No,
Wonder, you go.
rest
Yeah,
I mean, I can leave, dude. I can leave.
you're good at
Want me
reading.
here?
Come on, we're all dyslexic, aren't we?
Well, actually, I'm terrible at reading.
Hey, Wonder, what was your favorite Monopoly piece?
The shoe.
The autistic
Oh wait,
one.
no, it was that top hat. I
Did you
never
ever have that
underst-
happen?
Oh,
Sorry.
I was gonna say I can never understand
derailing.
people who were like, dude, I want to be the thimble. Like,
Did you ever get that happen to you on Xbox Live or PlayStation where someone's like, hey man, what's your favorite Monopoly piece? Oh yeah? Mine's the boot. And kicks you from the lobby.
no,
just
I would always get
Ooh,
like,
that's fun.
what do you do with a soccer ball?
The
Dude,
kick.
like that scene from The Punisher where you're like, wait. It's
That's
like
you
this
in
answer-
Monopoly when you're about to land
Alright.
on the other person's hotel. Wait.
I actually
No.
I actually won Monopoly by playing the long game, and I was probably like 15, 16 with my high school girlfriend at the time, and she was like, you need to be taking the game
WeddingShaming.
serious. I was like, it's Monopoly. So I just started increasing the property taxes like crazy on one specific like area. They're like, you're not gonna win this way, and then they rolled on it, and then I got all their money because they went bankrupt from landing on my one expensive property. And I was like, dang, hate to see it. Anyways,
Yeah, then COVID happened.
yeah, then COVID happened. W still wanted to get married that year, and the venue they already reserved for September. Nana would be unable to attend, but the compromise was that the ceremony would be streamed for her. Then things started to feel off.
Oh no.
We brought Iron Mouse to the wedding. Let's see,
I mean, that would be sick.
my
though.
brother is what I lovingly describe as a nerdy mountain man, likes sci-fi and hiking and heavy metal. But when my sister and I were made bridesmaids, W told us that the whole wedding party would be wearing cowboy boots. Good lord.
What the fuck?
The closest my brother gets to liking Western is space westerns like Firefly.
Firefly
The
is
whole
sick
theme-
though.
I've never seen it. I'm not 80. And the
Yeah,
whole
get one
theme-
season for a
Wow.
reason. That's actually
Wow.
a fucked up joke. I'm kidding.
Wow. I'm leaving.
Firefly's really good.
I'm leaving the stream.
It's just me, Oz, and I just hanging out in your stream. They're like, "Where's Click?"
I'm going home. Taking my stream and going
Yeah.
home.
And the whole theme of the wedding was country, despite my brother not liking it. Well, a lot of grooms compromise on things like this. It's not like my brother actually had a dream wedding in mind, so this is probably fine. The day before the wedding, we get to an old summer camp cabin where the ceremony will be, and my side of the family is immediately put to work wiping everything down, making sure there's no loose nails, and setting up the tables and chairs. Her family, getting shown around the grounds, the building, only really loading in a bit of the catering to the fridge for tomorrow. Frustrating, but we'll deal with it. In the rehearsal, I find out that W has lost 3/4 of her grandparents in the last 2 years. Kind of a massive L. So there's going to be pictures and flowers for them, as well as of our grandparents. Well, what am I supposed to say? Sorry.
It's like a chronically online. Usually it's like, oh, my condolences. It's like, oh, huge L, dude.
Massive L in chat.
That's really far away from a W, bro.
Dude.
Dude, my grandfather died, dude. Sorry for that, L, bro.
Oh my god. I can just imagine your fucking speech at a funeral, and you're like, oh yeah, you know, he took his final L.
For a limited time only, use code GRAMPS at checkout when using gamer subs.
Or use code Oz.
Or use code Oz at gamersubs.com.
Oh, that's a good idea.
As well as of our grandpa, that will be brought up in the altar as part of the ceremony. They use a lot of question marks where they don't need to. And
Well, no, it's read it like you're, telling someone a story.
Well, yeah, I get
that will be brought up at the altar as part of
the
the ceremony. Fine, I guess.
Part of the ceremony. Fine, I guess. Like,
there you go. Yeah.
Well, the fine, I guess, works, but like when I'm reading a normal sentence that seems like it's running a normal sentence, and then it ends with a question mark, it makes me fuck up because I'm supposed to end it with like a
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta re-record that sentence and then slowly delve into a different vocal personality as it goes on. It's just how it goes.
Fine, I guess.
Fine, I guess. And it's going to be officiated by a Baptist priest. My family is Lutheran, and Jay isn't religious anymore, so I guess that's fine too. Next morning, my sister and I go to the bride's hotel suite to get ready for the bridal party. Elle and I get our hair styled as W maids of honor. W's in chat. W's maid of honor.
Wedding,
Other cousins and friends show up. The makeup artist gets there, doesn't even look at Elle and I, skips us, does everyone else. No one is talking to us, and we both feel so isolated, we end up retreating to our mother's hotel, and she gives us some spare lip gloss and blush, so we won't look too out of place with everyone else in full face. She also felt left out because she was putting on a good face for the day. Oh, it keeps going.
Then
I
could pick it back up. Wonder if you would like. We'll trade off every few paragraphs. Wait, this is Click's stream, so maybe Click should jump in.
I can read a bit from my own stream. Hell yeah! All right, in for the W's. Then we get to the wedding venue. There is signs that say "tech-free wedding, no phones, please." Yeah, that's fine. There is a hired photographer. Not NBD. I don't know what this means.
I would usually Google those when those pop up and I don't recognize them.
Not bad, Daddy. The ceremony starts. I think that's what it says. I think that's what it says.
Think it is.
I think it's not bad, Daddy.
No big deal would be my guess.
Maybe it's no big deal. I like mine better.
It's a higher yeah.
I like mine better.
Not bad, Daddy. That works. No, that works because no big deal. Not bad, Daddy.
Not bad, Daddy.
Not bad, Daddy.
I have to say it like that. Not bad, Daddy. The ceremony starts. If we all walk down the aisle, fine. There is pretty much a whole Baptist sermon, and everyone is wearing cowboy boots still, I presume. And like 15 minutes of the dead grandparents, which seemed weird to me. What do you mean 15? Like the speech is 15 minutes long, or do you mean like they're put on display for 15 minutes? This can mean multiple things.
They wheeled them out. They dug them up for the wedding.
Yeah, that is my like mental image went to like a really bad place, which seemed weird. That would seem weird. Then came the vows. They both wrote their own. W gets to give hers, like 2 minutes long. Then they skipped my brother's vows. He had to give them to her after the ceremony finished. During the reception, I'm talking to my friend and the few friends of Jay that showed, because none of their side is talking to us, when I notice my mother crying. Oh, that's normal for a wedding. No, she was angry crying. I ask, what's wrong? The tech-free wedding that apparently included the streaming equipment so that Nana could watch her first grandchild tie the knot, and with the emphasis the wedding had put on dead grandparents. Oh no, So they removed like the Zoom link for no, that's so sad. That's not what it's supposed to mean. So, tech-free weddings, so like, no disturbing phones or whatever, which is like, okay, fine. But they also removed like the whole streaming thing for Nana. What? What?
Nana was my name.
Can you imagine just someone going up to her, sitting on that little Zoom call, like watching the wedding, be like, sorry, this is a tech-free phone. Bye, Nana. Bruh.
That's like, bro, who cares? Who cares? Like, I don't want iPads at my wedding. The iPad is alive.
Yeah,
there is a human being on the other side of the
representing a
iPad.
person.
Like, they just couldn't be there. Who cares? Who's
if
that?
they're so
Like,
worried about it, they could just like mute the device so she doesn't accidentally like make noise or something. Like,
people who have such differences, how they get to the point of like saying vows at an altar. Like, this is not something that just appears overnight.
No. I think the thing is that with weddings, one thing I've realized with these stories is that some people focus so much on like aesthetics that they forget about the people. It's like they're so worried about the tech-free aesthetic that they forget, like, hey, we literally have like a grandparent on Zoom. Oh man.
No way. I don't want to like instantly skip to one, but there's like one right down. Oh, that's so.
Oh, we'll take. Oh,
so
that sounds juicy. We'll do that after this one. To disrespect our living one. She was furious. I was furious. W's entire family basically ignored us and treated us like we were the ones being rude when we spent this whole wedding process doing everything for them. And they drop everything important to our family. My mother said she wanted to gain a daughter that day, but she just felt like she lost a son. When I heard that Jay had separated from W, it was one of the best days of my life. Woo! Maybe they can have a divorce ceremony instead. The divorce was finalized a bit over a year ago. I'm tired of feeling bitter over it, and this seemed like a good place to get it all out, without making my family upset about it. Yeah, sounds like a good... Yeah, everyone got divorced. Everyone is happy. Yippee! Was this the one you wanted? The cake, tattoos, and cocaine?
No. Scroll down. Photographer charging extra not to be posted on social media.
Wait, what?
Oh my fucking
insane.
god!
That is
Wait,
insane.
what?
How could you legally uphold this? I don't think you could do that.
My
Wait,
guess would be is that Asterix is doing a lot of carrying.
Wait, where is it? Where did you find it?
Oh,
How
yeah,
far
they're
down?
Wait. I think you just passed by it. Oh, never mind, you did not. What the hell? If you go to the top of the subreddit and sort by the day, it's like the most popular at the time.
Top today.
Yeah. I'm on top this month.
Oh, this one. Photographer charging extra to not be posted.
Yeah, for me, it's that one.
I saw it was a big... I think I scrolled past it. I thought it was a bigger text post thing.
No.
Photographer charging extra to not be posted on social media. What? I thought I had seen it all with wedding planning, but looking at a potential photographer's website recently and saw this. $500 to keep your images private? Wait a second. So this is charging so the photographer won't upload pictures on their own portfolio. That's what this means.
I love the whole like the prior question being like, I will charge you $500 privacy fee per day, followed by, what's your Instagram? Let's be friends. Like, dog. No,
wait, what?
I am not going to be your friend.
Are you okay with your photos to be shared on social media on our website? $500 privacy fee per day. It must be per day of the wedding. Okay, it's probably not like every single day in perpetuity. It's probably like per wedding day. So it's like a weekend.
Yeah, but that's still ridiculous. Like,
of course it is. Like, imagine you have a weekend wedding and you pay $1,500 just to be like, hey, can you not upload pictures of our family and kids to your public Instagram?
I'm kind of curious. Like I would click on that flare if you're interested. Click on the horrible vendors and then sort by all time. I'm really curious to see what they've got going on.
Yeah, you can't sort flares, unfortunately.
No, I think you can in the URL. I think I did. Wait, I think I did.
I just did.
Yeah, I managed to do it.
Yeah.
All time.
Oh, okay, cool. That used to not work like 2 months ago, I guess, but I guess they fixed it.
Yeah, I think, and sometimes, for example, controversial is not available on desktop, but you can add it up in the URL, and you can still get it to work.
Ooh.
I
keep that in mind.
Budget grazing table. That's insane. That's insane.
Wait, what?
This
Oh
There's
my!
no way.
Wait, what?
Nah, bro.
Okay, keep going.
Mad.
It's a bit further down. Keep going down. Keep going down.
almost
It's
there,
an
you're
This
image.
one?
There it is. 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 There it
Wait,
is.
what? Grazing table?
Oh.
This is an actual setup and
Dude,
Brian
the
had to deal with.
fruit juices just leaking into
Dude.
that.
How do you do this to another human being? Like, how are you so heartless
No,
and
bro.
care so little that you just throw? Like, you can't even give someone like Dixie plates. You're just like, here you go.
Yeah, we're gonna have this
Fine
wedding,
China.
but we can't afford some paper plates or whatever. They're just like the dishes or something. We're just
You
gonna.
would spend more to clean that tablecloth of stains than you would just to buy a paper fucking,
At this point, I'm surprised to even bother to have a table and just dump it on the floor.
What do the comments say here?
eat up, piggies.
Yeah, the top comment is literally about the fruit juice.
The juice from the berries on the table
Someone says,
is
all this
killing me.
needs. All this needs is a depressed Oompa Loompa to serve the food. Oh yeah, dude. The,
Oh my
the old
God.
Willy Wonka scam.
Yeah,
That
the
was
AI
amazing.
Willy Wonka. Oh my god.
So many nice budget. Even a dollar store tray would be better. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if they had like an idea about the aesthetic. You know, everything was gonna be like natural and
Oh,
free.
yeah,
and
What
yeah.
aesthetic
cute.
would this be?
No, it's
No,
the
like the
plate-free aesthetic.
Yeah, like the old French tables or whatever, like the old like oil
They-
paintings. with
yeah, but-
bounties on
Oh
them,
yeah,
But
But when they did that, they usually had a metal trough that would like hold everything.
and they
Like,
could
it
also
wasn't
look
like,
also
real.
choose to not paint the stains.
yeah, they're gonna aesthetically make it as nice as possible and not do the drippy strawberry juice mixing in with the crackers on the side.
Yeah, can you imagine this right here? This is the worst part of the whole table. These like crackers like moving into the slime of the berries.
Dude, I'm thinking about the fact that the cheese, because it's like, you know, it has a slight adhesion to it, it's gonna pick up the lint and dust from the cloth. Like, that's
Yep.
foul.
Yep.
That's
I'm gonna be honest.
brie next to the candle. That's a...
I'm gonna be honest. If this was like a student party at uni, right, that I had paid $5 entry for, I would eat this shit. I would probably also be wasted and hungry
no,
by
I would not
midnight.
do that.
I would do that. I don't give a fuck. I'm a
Nah, bro,
fucking
it's-
animal. But
You're gonna...
at a wedding,
You, maybe.
yeah,
Looks
come
like,
on,
bro,
come on.
you don't
If
wanna
I
see
look
the
at you,
click
it's
be
like
unleashed.
aristocrats.
You don't want to see Click unleash.
You don't want to see me at my 1 a.m. munchies.
You don't want to see me when I'm hungry.
Look when there's plateless crackers at the function. So what if you can see the dark side of me?
If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my worst, sir. Oh, I need to read some top chats. I just realized that I'm way not caught up. Luna, thank you so much for the 5. Ska, thank you so much for the 5. How do I stop my partner's parents from objecting to our wedding because I came out as trans? Or what do I do because my partner wants them to be there? That's tricky. I would expect your partner to be on your side because it's your wedding. Like, damn. Objecting to our wedding. I would say just still have the wedding. I mean, if they don't want to come, that sounds like a them problem. That's always been my attitude. It's like, weddings are that kind of thing where it's like, it's your day, but you also can't expect everyone to come, I suppose. That's more like budgeting issues in my experience.
Yeah, you should
if you
never
want to have a
expect
destination.
everyone to come.
Yeah,
do that.
but if it's like parents,
different
it's
for everyone.
yeah, but then it's also very close. But I would say like that's a them problem. I would be like, I would say it pleasantly to them. Be like, we would love to have you there, but you not coming is a you problem. Sort of, but more finessed. It's
Well, I
only
think
the
when
bride
someone
getting
doesn't
married, not
come,
the
that's
groom in the
something
story.
You guys could work through together, you know? Like,
Yeah, I think
I would
that's
never
something.
expect Oz to come.
Thanks, bud,
Something
for that.
I just, oh my god, the joke. I'm so sorry. The massive, the whoosh, the r/whoosh at every corner. Fuck me.
Imagine, I just imagine the invite to the wedding you send to Oz when it's like a nice little envelope where it's like, you're
No,
invited to the
I'm
wedding,
making a
parentheses,
joke with
we
Why
don't
is
actually
it
expect you to
gooey?
come, please don't
Oh
come.
my god, the joke is not landing at all. It's like, yeah, you should never expect someone to come. It's different for every person. Click's like, yeah, exactly. You should definitely be like, oh my god, wait, this is terrible. This one's awful. This is so trashy. I'm gonna send this one.
Thank you so much, lady, for the 5. That Dead Potato, thank you so much for being an answer. Stephanie, thank you so much for being a noble answer. Sarah, thank you so much for the 5. The stream is so chaotic. I'm so happy to be a part of it. You hear that, boys? It's very chaotic.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll tone it down. Everyone,
Yeah.
be professional.
Yep.
Be good.
Yeah,
Some
think
business
of like
cards?
awkward Scandinavian office vibe. That's what we want here today. Can you sell some of your OG mangoes? I don't have one. You can sell them for charity. I've been thinking about it, but it gets very complex with shipping and stuff. I don't really have the means to do that, like, out of my closet. We need the ability to buy the kläder for ESD. Yes, I'm gonna do that in the future. Cerberus Duck being worked on. Yes, it is. We're still struggling with how to, like, dimensionify the heads in 3D. It's a little bit of a tricky one. I'll never get married, but if I do, my sister would be at the entrance with a super soaker of red wine. That sounds perfectly valid. Hell, you spray everyone with it. Spray everyone!
Holding a brick and holding a super soaker. Which one do you want?
Oh my god, yeah. I remember I was doing, like a marathon run. Not quite a marathon, it was like 10K.
Oh, look
but,
at me, I can run a marathon. That's actually really cool. I'm sorry, I'm tired, I'm sarcastic, and I'm being
Maybe
mean
you
for no
should
reason.
try,
That's
have you
actually
tried
really
going
impressive, and I'm
outside?
jealous.
Anyway.
I walk 5 miles every day!
So anyway,
I would walk 5
no you
miles.
don't! I have your GPS
Yeah, I do.
tracker. No, so anyway,
Wait, no,
when
but
I
I
was
actually
running
do.
in summer, they had
Yes,
like
I
these
was
water
actually-
spray fountains you ran through, and I'm picturing that, but with red wine at the entrance, and you can choose to just open your mouth, and then you get drunk on the way in. That sounds perfect. CZ, thank you so much for the 5, and your everyday, thank you so much for the 10. Came close to decking my sister-in-law. Weddings are full of drama. Luna, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much for the 5. I think I'm caught up. God, I'm amazing at reading. Hell yes. Wait, now I'm no longer caught up. Philosopher, thank you so much for the 5. The chaos is what I'm here for. Okay, you hear that, boys? More chaos.
I'll consider your request and process it within 2 to 3 business days.
I sent some more in the chat if you want any specific ones while you were doing that. I sent some bingers.
Oh, like posts?
Bangers and mash.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's good.
I'm going through.
No,
All
not
right,
the
let me,
British
let me,
accent.
let me have a look here. I'm gonna click the
it'll be-
first one.
Yeah. We'll click
Mat-
the first
it says
one.
mature
take it.
content.
Oh
Yeah,
god, that
Wait,
one of the ones that Wonder just sent is really not good.
Yeah,
Oh
the
no.
The first one I don't think I can show on stream, but it's like
it's not. It's not.
the-
maybe
Wonder,
if it was
it's literally a woman giving a wooden
It's not
statue of
real,
Donald
though.
Trump fellatio.
It's okay. That's fair. That's
It's
fair. I'm
like
j- okay.
there's no
that's
no
fair.
nudity, but they have posed in the
Yeah.
pictures to make it look like all the bridesmaids are giving mouth related
It's-
services
It's,
to
I'm
the
sorry,
grooms.
I'm sorry. I'll shut up. It's whatever.
Good thing I switched screens before I clicked on this shit. Anyway,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm gonna check the next
dude.
one. I don't think you should worry about your minister doing this.
I didn't
It
get
has
to fully
sound.
watch this one. It does have sound though. It's a video.
I
Unless
think I've
you
seen
don't
this
want to.
one before. I think
haven't.
we can stick to like the tech because videos might get copyright claimed. I don't want to deal with that shite.
Yeah,
on
if
stream.
like Juke and Media or
Alright,
someone like that
alright,
has the
alright.
rights
Yeah.
to it, they'll swing
So
at you.
there's one valid link left. No, it's not.
You can't
No,
click it.
there-
It's
there is zero.
okay. Oh, I'm
Okay,
useless here.
Let's. The photographer was unhinged 4 days ago. It's like the second post under the charging money to
Post
not
the
post
link. I'm
on
having a hard
Instagram.
time navigating Reddit, the sleep deprived man. I'm gonna tell you what.
It's like
a
the second
window,
post from the
babe.
top. Why can't I get into this post?
What do I have to sort by?
Top post this month.
There is no line breaks. This one is going to be hard to read. Maybe nah. Apparently, I'm the worst bride to ever exist, and it's not even my wedding day yet. That's pretty fun.
Why are we getting different?
Wait, is the
I'm
sorting
not-
just
I
like?
can't
Yeah.
find.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
is the
Oz and I
sorting?
both have it right, but not you.
Oh,
That's
so it's
strange.
my fault now.
Ooh. It's Swedish. He's using the Swedish Reddit servers, so therefore it's
I'm-
different.
I'm sorting
It
by
has to be it.
Swedish.
I'm just making that up as I go, but that has to be what it is. Swedish servers.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pick one and send the link in the chat. Maybe that's.
Okay. Maybe I should get one.
Who are these people speaking? Asks Edgy. Well, it's me, Eyes. And
This
that's,
one is a short
High on
one.
Wonder.
Here you go. Here's a short
Uh-huh.
one. That's cute. I like short ones because then I don't have to read so much. Zip.
Never forget this awful officiant, even when she's being a bitch. See, I was a bridesmaid and my then husband was the best man. Very sweet couple. I, as a pastor from my husband's parents' church, rehearsal went totally fine. They have mid vows, and I mean they were mid. The pastor said to the groom, and do you, insert name, take insert name to be a lovely wedded wife, even when she's being a bitch? Dead silence. Groom's mother in front row, clearly appalled. Groom gets nudged by ex-husband. Finally says, yeah, I guess. Fast forward to the end of the vows. Pastor skips the kiss entirely, declares the husband and wife, excuses them. Then the music starts. I can see the bride is distraught. I tell you, you forgot to kiss her. Pastor reels it back in and declares the first kiss. They're still happily married and they're the cutest family ever, but to this day, I feel like they got shortchanged.
It's just,
Man,
it ended so earnestly. Like,
It's like,
Everyone's happy.
I still feel like they got ripped off.
man, what? I wouldn't expect the pastor to to say this. Like the
I
priest,
wonder
like,
what the pastor's like marriage status is.
oh, do you think one of he's those boomers? You know, they go to stand-up
that
comedies
is the
and they're
most
like,
boomer
"Hey,
thing to
everyone,
say.
I hate my wife," and everyone's like, "Oh, that's so
That's
fucking
that
relatable,
is
Steve."
Incredibly boomer. That is incredibly boomer.
Yeah, it is. It is. My God.
You take your lovely wife even when she being a bitch, man. You get it. You get it. Everyone get it, man.
I can
Wow.
see the dude in front of me. He's like a solid 58 years old, and like you know, a bit gray, dusty ass looking, and think he's the funniest thing ever.
Dude, dusty ass. Don't get me riled up.
Yeah, when you when you hit it from behind, it's like,
Yeah, it's just like
That
dusting
is-
off the old cheeks.
oof. I
That
love
is
that for
something
you.
that I can't even imagine being at a wedding and just hearing like the pastor say that to you like deadpan. Like, gotta take her even though she's being a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
Jesus.
valid question. It's a valid question.
I think so too.
Hate wife comedy.
Where the priest has to be the center of attention. This sounds fun. Here's a story about a priest. It's a bit longer, but I think that's good reading practice for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
This is
I
not
can't
school.
read actually. I have a 3rd grade reading level.
I can tell.
I could go, I guess. I suppose. Let me zoom in.
Yeah, get outta here.
Okay,
How old?
do your like good wedding voice. That sounds like
Yeah.
I
fucking
don't-
Marge from The Simpsons.
I don't. Okay, I can try, but I don't think I have anything decent. It's good. Wonder just kind of like outshined us all, and this is now his stream. You gotta
Wait,
hand
no.
over your password
Yeah.
and email click.
God,
This is
I'm
his
gonna-
channel
yeah,
now.
Yeah, I'll send the stream key. Fuck, it's
I was
over.
in the stream queue. My name's Click. Thank you all for watching my stream here. We're gonna be defending.
Why
all
do I
the
sound
emotions of
British?
streaming. I don't know. Why do you sound the way that you sound?
Oh, you're welcome
It's-
to my stream. Click,
Oh.
totally Swedish.
Oh,
You have to.
oh,
do your best Swedish accent when you read. It's like, oh my God, welcome to this
oh
channel.
my God, Wonder.
You have to do actual words though. That's
Wonder, this
very
is-
That is. It's the
offensive.
Swedish chat.
Very
This is your new
offensive.
channel, Wonder. I don't like it when you speak that way. See, I don't know. Why do you sound like that? Why don't you speak American, boy? Why don't you speak?
Right,
the
I'll
Lord's
speak this in
tongue?
American. Where the
Lord's
priest
tongue.
has to be the center of attention. By
God
God,
spoke
I
English.
never thought I'd be joining this community with tale of my own. But fuck me, this one's worth sharing.
This
My
isn't
brother
Southern.
Rob.
This is just like
Yeah, this is just like this
this is just like
inbred. This is
erotic cowboy male-loving male movie.
You have a
Yeah, you
problem with that?
You gotta talk with, you gotta bring your O's and U's out a little bit.
Oh,
Sound a little bit
My
more like
ocean
on your tongue there.
use. My brother Cletus was getting married. I
All
was
right,
his
that's just
best
making fun of
man.
Idahoans there. We got to
This
talk
is-
there,
this is
bud.
making fun of, like-
Jesus Christ. Americans pretending that fucking state accents are separate languages. I swear
They
to
are.
God.
They are.
They are. 100% are. That is completely a real thing. You can
A
definitely.
man
tell
who
where
grew
people are
up in
from.
Boston cannot communicate with a man that grew up in some fucking random town like Kyle, Texas.
Oz literally can't even communicate with my dad. He's tried.
It's true.
It doesn't sound like English.
It's actually true.
It's
I don't
not a
understand a
joke.
word that man says. Oh my god. I have to look at Wonder so he'll translate.
last time I was in Chicago, immediately the person, like, we had a waiter and they asked my dad, they said, "Oh, so what part of like the South are you from?" Like they could instantly tell. And you can always tell when someone's from California because they drag out their S's for no reason.
It's like that death.
Like You'll say, "Can I get a cucumber?" They say, "Can I get cucumbers?" And they like, it's the most like, it's literally sounds like lighting a match at the end of
Oh my
every
gosh.
answer that they say. My gosh. It's like, why do you need to do that?
Wow. It's so nice to be here.
Yeah, it's
That's
weird
great.
because like
That's great.
guys and the girls of California, the girls will sound like this, and the guys sound like this, man. Yeah, it's cunt, bro.
Oh wow, they're
yeah.
actually they're actually just like frat house boys, all of them.
essentially, it's insane.
Yeah, bruh. Want to go back
dude,
to my
it's like
place?
gluten-free and eco-friendly. That's my Prius.
Dude, I
Oh.
I don't really believe in like eating non-locally sourced IPAs. I think that's pretty.
You
Excuse my
eat an
language.
IPA.
Freaked out. I
Eating.
Put it in, I make. Well, I put it in the fridge and I make IPA pops for when my wife and her boyfriend come over. And
You
we all
make
just-
pops in the fridge.
They're very slushy.
Yeah, we put it in the. Well, it's different. It's like a low-calorie ice pop, so it's gluten-free. You know, that gluten. You wouldn't get it, bro. You wouldn't get it. What? How many Marvel movies have you seen, bro? Probably none. Idiot. I work for Apple and Google at the same time. All right.
And you also have a tech startup company, and you're also an
I do.
influencer,
And I'm
which means
really
that you have
into
15
crypto.
followers on Instagram.
Dude,
Oh yeah, you're
I'm
also
making it
crypto,
big.
bro, which means that you lost half your savings on a shitcoin 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have my hair in a man bun, which really highlights my receding hairline, but I think it'll come back with enough, like, IPA pops.
You just need like to meditate, bro. Like you know, they talk
Yeah.
about these hair plans and stuff, but it's all about like manifesting your
Yeah.
hairline.
This is more like
Yeah.
a Portland act. That's like more Portland than anything else.
What? Nah, bro, that's
Click was saying.
Uh,
that was more
I
a
shouldn't-
Portland tongue.
some liberals, man. I tell you what, man. I tell
America
you
isn't
what.
real, I swear to God.
No, it's not. I still
No,
can't
we're
believe
unfortunately very real.
I still
That's
can't
a shame.
believe. I literally can't believe that I walked out of my house in a parking lot and sneezed, and this man literally, as I sneezed, like stuck his head out of his car, made a literal like raspberry thing and like baby noises at me before driving off. I was like, I hate this place so much.
You-
This
you
place is
usually would say,
literally
like,
children.
Oh, bless you, or just ignore it. But it's like, boo-hoo, look at you, liberal.
It's
Have
I'm
to sneeze.
literally like minding my own business, and you slow down your car to make baby noises and clown on me for sneezing. Like, why? Like, why do you do this?
It's because he's
like
an
something
alpha
where like
male.
I would probably end up doing shit like that while road raging. Is just like someone sneezes, like, you know what? Fuck this guy. Put your back in there.
He also was
go.
driving like a sedan. He was driving like a normal Corolla, but had these ugly like raspberry blue rims on them. I was like, yeah, bro, you're so hard. You're
that's
so
gross.
cool, bro. You're so epic.
You should
Where
just
the
shit on his
freak-
car. Sea Snake said there are different California accent as well. Wow, that's great. I needed to know that. I'm
California's
from California. I call everyone dude. Dude.
Dude, you gotta stop doing that.
Dude.
California does actually have a lot of weird, interesting, like intertwined accents that feel like they're from different areas of the U.S. It's kind of cool, actually.
Northern California is cool, but anything below that is like firebomb worthy.
I think someone already did that to L.A. Wonder.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not true.
That's a good
That's not
reference.
true.
All right, speaking of which, we were talking about weddings.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I was reading this one, but everyone was shaming my. That's how this fucking deranged conversation
That's
started.
how
They were
this
shaming my
deranged
accent.
Conversation started with shaming my accent. My accent, actually, it keeps always going back to that only the crumpet. All right, let's.
So bad for quick
Oi,
fries.
my fucking wee accent, the crumpet. Fucking beans and sausage for breakfast.
Again.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing where
Hey
the
guys,
priest
grade
has to
three.
be
No,
the.
okay.
My brother
century
Rob
of
was getting
attention.
married. I was his best man. My other brother Kev was looking after the church music. He sang a few pieces, had a harpist play a few instrumentals. So far, so good. The Eucharist took place. Kev sang a piece, sat down, expecting the mass to continue, but no! We heard some cheesy synth chords beginning a new piece. I look at Kev, mouthing, "Are you doing another piece? We're ready to continue." He was clueless, looking around him, shrugged his shoulders. He had planned no extra music. Why was this happening? We're both standing up at the altar, looking around us when we recognize the song and who is singing. It's a karaoke version of You Raise Me Up. Oh, God. And who's singing? The fucking priest!
You're
Raise me up so
no.
I can stand on mountains.
Fucking
Raise me up so I have
Bruh.
really thin walls in my apartment, so they're probably like, "What is this guy doing?"
Is this
Can you imagine-
angelic sound?
You're having a fucking church wedding and the priest just like gets down and does a fucking karaoke.
Melody.
Dude, I would. What? I just don't understand why people have to insert themselves like
Raise
this.
me
Like,
up so I can stand on mountain.
nobody fucking asked you to do this, and you're like,
You raise me up.
so I can stand on mountains.
Oof, and it's very breathy and like, wrong distance to
Oh,
the
yeah.
mic as well.
He's getting weirdly intimate with the microphone. A little bit too much tongue.
You raise me up. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Easy
where it's
there,
like,
cowboy. Easy
where it's like
there.
really bad ASMR. He had told nobody that he was doing this, hadn't spoken to anyone, just pressed play on his own PA and got on with the song that we all had to sit and listen to him. And what he had in confidence, he lacked in ability or performance skills. He did the whole fucking song with key
That's crazy.
change. Loud and
tough.
untrained was his only setting. Fuck me. We were all
shouldn't worry,
looking
yeah.
at each other and talking shit side-eyed while we endured this ode to self-importance. I mean, this is like, I'm gonna be honest, it's not very wedding appropriate, but man, it makes for an amazing, amazing story. Eventually
think
it was
it's
finished. The bride said, "Oh yeah, I had forgotten he does this kind of shit."
Hit that.
So this is a regular thing.
It's just what he does.
Karaoke priest.
You'd rather have your priest call your wife a bitch or sing this in the
That's
reception?
true. Inside you, that you can take the calling your wife a bitch pill, or you can take the stand on a mountain the fucking pill.
Stand on business. Where I'm from, the priest is invited to the wedding dinner as tradition, and he duly came along. Dinner is grand. Speeches, drink, and dancing. Is he gonna do it again? Is he gonna do another karaoke? It's about 11:30. The band is having a tea break. I'm told the rest second-hand from Kev, who was told by the band leader. The priest comes over, angrily, to the band leader. "You're not finished, are you? You can't be finished." No, just having our," gestures with mug in hand, "tea break. Back up in 10 minutes. "Ah, great. I knew you couldn't be finished already, as I have not done my song yet." It is around 2. It is around 2.
Someone asked, they said, "Will there be OnlyFans?" Philosopher says, "Will there be OnlyFans and removal of clothing if we hit 1K likes?"
Yeah, Damien's OnlyFans. We've discussed this.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that is
I wonder-
true. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I got backdoor access. Wink, wink to Damien's. Like Damien's OnlyFans.
Oh,
Oh man,
man.
y'all are in
Damn.
for some Marvel level reveals.
Oof. You know what Ant-Man should have done to Thanos? That's like the whole
Oh my god, so
yes.
so old.
Why are you breathing like that?
It's like, oh man, you're so old. Why do you say it like that?
What you did is not nice. It's not nice.
Why? It seems like you're kind of like fearful of how that made you feel.
No.
You raise me up.
Cue a raised eyebrow. Your song? What's this? Yes, my song, see. I am the priest, points to his doggy collar. I'll be singing. My pieces are Mustang Sally or New York, New York. I'm happy with either. Sorry, nobody spoke to us about this. We're not taking singers up from the crowd. No, you see. I am the priest, the main character, parentheses. So I'll be doing one of these songs. I am the priest. The bandleader, who couldn't give a solitary fuck that your man was a priest, says, well, I know those pieces on keys, and I think our trombonist has played New York, and I believe the bass player knows Mustang Sally. But those pieces aren't in our repertoire, and we won't busk them unrehearsed with a stranger in the middle of a performance. Oh, you won't, will you not? Well, I'll just see about that, and I'll talk to the bride. You know, the one who's paying you? Okay, great. And he stormed off to her. The priest is literally doing like, I'll speak to the manager.
Yeah, that's like, why do you get this bent? It's not your day. You're not like, oh man, you're ruining my wedding.
Dear God. And he's already done one karaoke piece already. Like, he's not done. He is not done. He stormed off to her in the middle of the dance floor, interrupting the poor woman's conversation with an elderly aunt. I could see this part from across the dance floor. He remonstrated with her angrily, pointing and arguing, and she was mimicking a perfect, what are you talking about? I don't care about anything you're describing. Go talk to my husband, who was nowhere to be found, and also didn't give a flying fuck about this C-word's freaking ego. When I found out what was going on, fuck me, it made me want to deck the fucker. There's a lot of fucks in this story. As I had put myself in the role of dealing with the shit that the bride or groom shouldn't have to deal with. That was the end of that night. But fucking hell, didn't he end up a few years later on my country's version of America's Got Talent? Holy shit, singing away to Bonnie Tyler or Queen or whatever BS he wanted to sing to, in his doggy collar and all. What a cock.
Yeah, after seeing all those F words in that last sentence, I'm like 100% certain this actually was supposed to be read in like British.
I think so too, especially because of the C word. It could also be Aussie. This could also be Australian. To be fair, they say a lot of. It's so funny, like the C word for Americans is like, oh my god, so offensive. When I talk to a couple of my Aussie friends, they're like, "Oi, C word, what's the good word?" It's like that's the first thing they say.
I think that was pretty racist towards Australian people, and I really don't think we should talk anymore. I think it was pretty messed up.
That's
I'm making a thread on you on Twitter as we speak.
That's valid.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair, one thing I thought about the other day: can you get cancelled on Twitter nowadays for like the stuff you used to get cancelled for a few years ago? Like for example,
can try, but
oh my god, you said a bad word X amount of years ago, for example. Would people actually be upset about that on Twitter now, or is Twitter
considering
just full
what's
of
being posted on Twitter right now? I'd say
no. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Twitter is just like, you know, a wannabe 4chan cesspool at this point. It's like
it's pretty awesome. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty bad. It's pretty terrible. I think it's terrible.
Yeah. No, Twitter is a great place for mental health.
Yeah.
I meditate to Twitter threads.
Don't do that.
I put Twitter threads on VR goggles, and then I meditate, and I put like sticks in my eyes so I can't close them, and then I stare on rage threads on Twitter.
You don't understand. Elon was just sending his heart out, chat. You guys gotta calm down.
I like the little grunt from Oz. It's like, This gives me Aussie vibes. If this was British, they would say Britain's Got Talent, not our country's version of America's Got Talent.
Imagine saying
that's
that
very
Britain
true.
has talent. Holy hell!
What they do?
Never heard of such a lie.
Drink tea and beans.
Drink tea and a shiv. The mates on the bus. I had to pull him over after I was making a green text, and I didn't pull up with the right amount. I did give him a bit of the old shanky do. It's a bit insane, but I will say I was pretty happy to go home to my lass because she's quite piffed, and I do say, but she's quite piffed. She gets a bit mad mac on my say. It's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit insensitive, the things that comes out of her mouth, but she's more from like East Sussex, and I'm more from like a Westboro top area, so I'm not too sure how she feels, but at least she's got some bangers and mash waiting at home for me. But first I gotta make a little bit of a trip down to Tesco, get myself a can or two.
I feel like all 6 British audience members of Clicks are pretty pissed at you right now.
No, actually, Alex the Ace said, as a Brit, I am dying. I'm not sure if they mean by like something else.
I think they mean that they're suffering
like,
from.
Brit, I'm on life support. Actually,
yeah,
really
they're just getting mauled by a bear as they're watching the stream. Like, hey, I'm dying. Like, hey, our jokes are good.
Dude, me when I'm British, like as a British person, I have 2 months to live. Lol.
Oi, bruv, look at that bird. She's looking quite piffed.
Ever been to his Spoons? It's a pretty good place, man. I tell you,
Spoons.
Yeah, ever been to Spoons? Man's wore a suit to Spoons.
there was a TikTok video that popped in my feed like a day ago, and it was this just girl speaking like in the Scottish accent, but it was so thick that I thought it was a different language for the first like half of the sentence before I realized like, oh no, you're just Scottish.
I had that. I was part of a gaming group where there was a Scottish dude, and I legit had to ask for like, you know, translations.
With subtitles.
Yeah, no, there were other people in the group call, and they had like gotten used to the Scottish heavy accent. I got used to it too after a couple of weeks, so then I understood it perfectly. So like, I understand Scottish people perfectly fine nowadays because I had training in a fucking gaming group. But the first couple of weeks, it's like, you know, it'd say, and I'm like, what? And then when you've said what and excuse me for the 6th time in a row, it's a little bit awkward.
Skiddy, bro. Tell you what, man.
Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. I found a good post. I attended a social media shoot, not a wedding. I'll send you the link in case you can't figure out the sorting, because you're supposed to be professional Reddit readers or whatever, but I guess that's fucking out the window.
Dude, the professional. I'd rather not call myself a professional with that.
That's literally what we are. We are the slop of this planet.
No, I put down videographer on my taxes.
I put down drug dealer.
That's probably good. I put out peddler of smiles.
Peddler of schmalls.
Which also sounds like a drug dealer, to be fair.
You peddling schmalls. That sounds...
You're not allowed to leave in your schools, though. He's the peddler of smiles.
Yeah, I know. It's like, hey...
Mom, the smile peddler was staring at me from 200 yards.
The smile peddler.
Carl
sounds
Weezer.
like the Joker, but he's also like a diddler at the same time. This is really bad,
Smile
man.
peddler, rated R.
The smile peddler.
Dude, are
Timmy,
you guys
you
a
look-
fan
you
of
look a bit
Smile
down
Peddler
today.
1 or Smile Peddler 2?
Personally, I think they really found their group in Smile Peddler 4, but after 6 and 8, I started to realize that they're just repeating plot lines. I mean, episode 4 and episode 7 pretty much followed the same thing. So
I have to agree. I mean, nobody even talks about 3 because it was practically just like a reboot of 1, which is
we don't
Foxy
talk about 3.
Foxy just
That movie was never
donated
made.
$20 and said, "I'm offering y'all $20 to never do that accent again, please, I beg." Which one of them? There was a lot of shit.
How about
in there.
you drop another 20 and maybe we can start discussing these types of things? How about you gotta bring cheddar to the table if you want to speak with the king? You want to speak with the rats?
God, it's so bad. All right, who wants to read the wedding story?
No one. No.
This one's thick. Oh my god.
This is pretty thick.
All right.
Big. All right.
Bring your personality. Remember to have a personality.
I don't have one of those. I have to rent mine from eBay.
Who the fuck rents from eBay?
Who rents a personality?
You rent something from eBay.
You open a box from eBay and it's like, fuck, they didn't send the
back.
right personality.
Yeah.
Foxy sent another $20 and said all of them.
All of them? If you send another 20, we won't speak at all. If you send another, you don't actually have to send another 20. You're being a little trigger happy with their wallet. But if you want to send another 20, you could do that. Maybe I'll speak in a normality accent for you.
Oh, are you saying that British accents aren't normal? That's pretty racist.
No, it's not. I never talked that way growing up.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't get it. I didn't choose that. All right. I'll take the reins here. Hey guys, corpse. I recently attended a wedding as a +1 and I've never seen anything like it. This was a run-of-the-mill Western wedding. What is it with all the Western weddings? This was a run-of-the-mill Western wedding that the couple attended for 4 days. No rehearsal, no wedding, but a brunch on the first morning, a ceremony the second evening, a reception the third evening, and a formal dinner the fourth. The kicker, different people were invited to each. Now, thankfully, I was in a town, but multiple guests traveled to attend. Some of the stories below me relayed to me by other guests. I didn't attend every one, and some I had the displeasure of being in attendance for. Oh, wait, there's 4. Okay, so that means all of us can read like a different day from like the perspective of a different person.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Then we can put on the accents.
Dude, the Reddit polycule is crazy. Look at us.
Please never call it that ever again.
The Reddit polycule. I'm gonna make a Discord
right.
server and call it the YouTuber polycule and invite all the creators I know.
Daddy's Reddit polycule.
Like,
Oh, that's so fucking bad.
all right. I'm going home.
You're
Daddy,
in your home.
make merch. You want it? You want a shirt that says "Daddy's Reddit polycule"?
I would wear that. I would wear that, to be honest.
Would
That
do.
would be crazy.
Needs to be like one of those, like the wolf like tearing his shirt off in the. I'm talking
Like
about right.
The shirt
Where
he's
it's like
wearing
the-
underneath is like a Reddit polycule. Daddy's Reddit polycule shirt.
Oh, it's like when you reveal like the superhero outfit, but it's a Daddy
Okay,
Reddit
I gotta
polycule
find
shirt.
that image of the wolf because Wonder sends to me all the fucking time.
Yeah. All right. Look, if you want to read day 1, or if
Oh,
you
I
want to
can read day 1.
3.
I'll read day 2, I guess.
Okay, Wonder, you
Alright.
can read day 1 because it's a short one because you took the intro,
Oh,
and then we can split the
'cause
long
I'm
ones
short?
if you want.
'Cause I'm
it's
short.
Like I
short,
sent,
yeah.
I sent
Shorter?
the image.
Okay.
Yep.
I sent the image.
Day 1 at the brunch, the bride was showing pictures of her SIL wedding, and she's saying she wants hers just like it.
Wait, showing pictures of her SIL's? Oh, sister-in-law's wedding.
Yeah, sister-in-law.
Here's another
Almost-
lingo. Fucking
I don't-
noob.
Dude, I don't know. It sounds like a government like disability program. Like I'll do my SIL, like her SIL wedding, and she
Tax
wants hers
return
just
document.
like it. Yeah, it's like, dude, you sign your SIL document.
And we learned the next few days how hard she tried. Recreated her bouquets, her color palette, took the bridal entrance song, and tried to recreate the first dance.
Dance.
Day 2.
Day
All right.
2 of the wedding.
Oh, wow.
The sister-in-law ran around all day solving problems and playing coordinator. I thought this was a gift to the couple, but it turns out they asked her the week of the wedding to fill in. Now, after the ceremony, the sister-in-law checked that she wouldn't be needed for a few minutes and ran to the bathroom. While she was gone, they took the family photos on that side. When a family member asked to wait for sister-in-law to come back, the bride refused, making a comment about not wanting her to steal attention. She was in a velvet wrap. Oh my god, I can't. She was in a velvet wrap dress. Meanwhile, how dare you? Meanwhile, there was no cocktail hour or music for guests as the bride and groom took photos for 90 minutes. After a brief appearance at a salad bar dinner, the couple then left for more pictures. 45 minutes. By the time they returned, almost all the guests left bugs. Oh, okay. I got a little caught off there because that's a bit of a weird thing to picture. By the time they returned, almost all the guests left bugs descending on the dinner in their absence.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that sentence was a bit straight, yeah. That's
Yeah,
nice.
that was just kind of a weird picture to have of just like the bugs descending onto all the tables. It's
yeah,
just,
okay, but that's good. So they were gone for so long that flies were crawling all over the food, I guess. That's nice.
yeah,
That's hot.
Sweet. That's a good wedding
real
right there.
Western wedding with the maggots and everything.
So this whole wedding was 4 days, but they had like no activities for all of the days, and you were only invited to like one of the days, but you were supposed to be there for 4 days to maybe
I can't
invited
even
to
imagine
like one
having
evening.
4 days worth of separate friends. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
You think they just like pulled tickets out of like a hat just to see who got what day?
Oh, that would be
Hey,
interesting.
you
Yeah,
get
you
day
get
4.
you get food today.
You get
You get to
bugs.
eat. Congratulations.
Whoa. I love
Dude, that
starving at
reminds
weddings.
me, when I worked at a certain large-scale grocery chain, and they gave for Company Appreciation Week, they gave us a fruit cake that sat out for 5 days. Oh yeah.
Remember telling me about that.
Oh, it
That
was sitting in like the
they
staff
gave
room
us
for 5
iodine
days.
tablets as well too. That was
That's
pretty
cool.
sick.
You probably need that after that cake.
Yeah, the old fruit cake and the iodine tablets. You'll
It's very
probably
fitting.
need these.
Oh yeah.
Dear God, yeah, that sounds great.
Top
It's
of the
like
morning,
it's like you know
top of the
Pizza
morning.
Friday at companies, but it's actually rancid.
Mm-hmm.
Day 3. Reception started at 5. Upon arriving, guests learned that they hadn't been invited to the ceremony from other guests. A few left when they learned. Wait, so not all the guests were invited to the actual ceremony? That's pretty cursed. That's insane.
What?
What the fuck? What's the point of being there then?
You didn't pay for the DLC pack.
Yeah,
You didn't get the full
exactly.
wedding.
You went to the wedding, but you didn't buy the fucking ceremony DLC. There was no assigned seats, which caused family groups to be divided across the reception space. By the time sister-in-law came in, she found herself completely separate from the rest of the family, who were subdivided at 3 tables. The bride and groom didn't arrive until 6, and then did the dances facing away from the guests and at a camera. Oh, so the whole thing is just like an Instagram photo shoot, hence the title of the post. I see. So that's why the guests don't have any activities, because they spend all their times and money on, like, photographs, I guess. Then they promptly left for pictures. 7 p.m. was speeches, and they left for more pictures. So they weren't even listening to the speeches. That's great. At this point, a lot of guests started leaving, having never been greeted by the couple.
Jesus.
This is... What's even the point of being there? You could have just gone for, like, you know, a random hotel visit in the same town. Fuck. With the 2 hours left, the couple finally appeared for any length of time that they spent in posing for photos with all their aesthetic trinkets and some of the bride's friends only, insulting the groom's family, who took a group photo without the bride and groom and then walked out. But they aren't even there. What are they supposed to take photos of then? At the end of the night, the guests were asked to leave the dance floor so the couple could have a last dance facing the camera. Ah, okay. So the few guests that are left that hasn't left already are asked, like, can you please get away? We need aesthetics for our dance. When last dance became the last 3 dances, still facing the camera, we left and took our card and cash with us, having never spoken to the couple. As far as day 4 goes, it was normal dinner that we, the guests, got surprised with a bill for. Oh my god. To top everything off, after the wedding, a mass email went to the guests saying that no one is allowed to post any photos from the wedding until the bride does. Updates.
What?
Wedding. Yeah, so, you know, no one else spoils how beautiful the wedding was until she posts it on her gram.
Weddings are dumb. These are
That's
stupid. This is unfair. This is silly. Honestly, I'm just gonna give a girl a ring pop and call it a day. Take
Yeah,
her
just
to
tie it.
Applebee's.
that's the real way to propose. Oh,
so yeah.
Applebee's.
Dude,
Gotta
Tie
get
a
those
shoelace on her
margaritas.
finger, take it to Applebee's,
Dude.
and then you get drunk at a pub afterwards.
Dude, what is it?
See,
I
wedding's not complete without passing out in an Applebee's parking lot, and that's
No.
just law.
You wanna know how far in the south I live? I went to an Applebee's with some friends the other day, and we jokingly, like, the waitress came up and was like, "Hey, like, all right, so how are you doing tonight?" And I jokingly said, "Oh, it's my friend and I's 2-year anniversary here. We've been married for 2 years." And she looked at us and said, "Ew." I was like, "Oh man,
What?
that's rough."
Oh, because they were
Oh.
judging you, like, oh, you took your
Yeah.
girl for the anniversary to Applebee's, so
No,
the server
no, no,
was
no.
like,
My friend is a dude. So
Oh.
we were like,
Oh.
joking, like, yeah, bro, like it's he and I's like 2-year anniversary, you know?
oh, wait, so was the server, like, judging you for picking a cheap place for your anniversary, or was she being homophobic?
She was judging us.
Like the
for
server
being-
was homophobic. That's
yeah, the server was being homophobic. It's like, ew. Not like, oh, like, no, I wouldn't bring a girl to fucking Applebee's in an anniversary. I wouldn't do that.
No,
What the hell?
No, but I thought the friend of yours maybe was a girl, you know? That's what I
You
thought.
think I would be within 50 feet of a woman? What the? I might get cooties or something. That's
Dude, the
insanity.
court order spells it out very cleanly.
Yeah, the court order,
Wonder
well, the
is
court
it
order is
allowed to
only
do?
for specific people, but
I
yeah,
thought
no,
that was-
the
I
judge
thought it
just
was-
said all women off the book. You
I
can't
thought
have
it was.
them
I thought it
nearby.
was. I thought it was school grounds.
He said there might be a lot of red tape in the legal system for a goon of your status, but I'm gonna do the best I can.
For the goon.
Goon.
I would love to see the
Goonation.
word gooner end up in, like, a legal document. That'd be so funny.
Yeah. I mean,
Your
as long
Honor,
as you,
he's Your Honor, the
Yeah.
defendant is just a little bit of a gooner.
It wouldn't be the hardest thing to do. Like if you like call someone like a gooner in like a defamation case or something, you know, like it would appear. They would
Oh.
like refer to the text and they'd be like, goon.
Is it true that you're a gooner? What is that? Can you describe it for the court what a gooner is? In detail, please. Don't spare any details for the jury.
It's when you sit
Now-
in your Riz nest, aka Goon Cave.
Riz nest. Can you explain what a Riz nest is?
Yeah, so the
How
Riz
many
nest.
cans of Mountain Dew are half drank on your desk right now?
And how many other cans of Mountain Dew have pee in them?
Now we're just trying to get to the bottom of this. Now you're being accused of being an edger, but you know you claim that you were a goon. Can you say what you were doing on the night of June 17th, 1999?
Sigma
89.
You look more
Was
like
Gooners a
Gamma
thing, 89?
Gooner.
I went home. I sat down. I had a cup of coffee, and then I just
Gooning session.
I edged. You did what? I mean, I gooned. Sir, would you like to refer to the court what you just said? Okay, fine. I'm an edger. I'm not a gooner. I'm not a gooner. Right.
I'm not part of the superior subspecies that is
Yeah,
gooners.
he's not a Sigma Gooner. He's
Yeah,
a
you're not a-
Gamma Edger.
You're not even a jelker, bro.
It reminds me of those AI-generated minions that are jacked as hell. That has a no
Yeah,
gooning shirt.
no to Goon.
Yeah,
So many of those. You have so many.
it's amazing.
I relate to
Update.
those art.
Wedding day dinner was sworn by Bugs while the couple was gone doing more photos. By the time they got back, only the immediate family was still there. The cocktail hour had no drinks, music, or food.
Oh,
Everyone just stood around.
Dude, they should
What
have
do you
gotten Amp. They should have downloaded Amp Me on the Play Store.
Oh,
They could have
it's
all
like
synced up their Spotify's.
this is like having, you know, a cinema night, but there's not even a screen. You know, it's that kind of vibe.
So it's not even a cinema night?
It's not even Netflix and chill. It's just chill.
I don't even think I'd be chill during an event like that. I'd be stressed and anxious.
Yeah, you would have to actually
Yeah.
socialize. That's pretty disgusting.
Sounds uncomfortable.
Dude, I know.
Yeah. Ugh.
God.
I went to this one kid's birthday party and probably like 4th grade. His name was James, and
That's
I,
a dog's name.
Was it your dog?
yeah, but James is, yeah, I went to James's birthday. No,
Oh,
I went
that's so
to
cute
this
though.
guy.
Have you had birthday
Dude,
parties for your
dude.
dog? I know we're getting sidetracked, but is that a
We
thing
put
you
a
do?
party hat on him. He's
Aw,
sweet.
that's very
Yeah.
cute. Did he get special
But
food?
anyways, he gets green Skittles. They're his favorite.
Oh,
No, he's
that
not
sounds so
Skittles.
unhealthy.
James has a very good diet. I've seen it in person.
Of Skittles.
No, he,
Spoiled rotten.
Yeah,
One
he
that goes
gets
out of his way to
chocolate
pick out
for his
allergy food.
birthday.
well, yeah, he poops if he doesn't like eat like his like normal food. Start getting poopy.
I mean,
but anyways,
I would imagine that pooping correlates with eating, though.
yeah. I bought him a bone the other day and he just dropped it on the ground and never touched it again. I was
Wow.
like, have fun. No, but I went to this kid's birthday one time and we showed up to his house because like everyone in our class, it was a small class. We showed up there and he had like all the lights off in his house like midday. So it was just like that kind of like gray kind of vibe in the home. He had one cookie cake and tap water, and then we just like all watched him play Sonic Riders on his PlayStation by himself for like 2 hours and went home.
Damn.
Most lame.
I
fucking
had that
birthday
happen
ever.
to me in high school, but it was with League of Legends. We all showed up for his party, and like he had a Nintendo Switch with Splatoon, but only one controller was working, and
Oh.
he sat down and played League of Legends for the rest of his party. It was
Terrible. That is awful.
That's the worst birthday party ever. Holy fuck.
Nah, that's tough.
I mean, it's okay for the kid that gets to play his favorite game, but like the rest of them, man, damn.
No, it's like why
Fucking
invite
League
kids
of
over to your
Legends.
house if you're just gonna like sit there and play a game? It's like just you could do this on your own time.
Probably like his mom
This
made
is-
him or something like that.
Dude, his mom was scary. His mom was a scary woman. His best friend as well was also wild. I went over to his house in 5th grade and he just literally took off all his clothes casually and we were just talking. I was like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "Is this? I mean, what's wrong?" I was like, "This isn't normal. Why do you like? What are you doing? This is
What-
insane."
What's wrong? Are you uncomfortable?
We were literally just in his front yard and bro just like stripped down and I was like, "What? What?
But like
what the hell are you
completely.
doing?"
Like, did he take off his shirt because it's warm, or like?
straight up like walking around, straight up just like completely no clothes, like having a conversation with me. I was like, what
I have
is
to.
going
I have
on
to start
here?
doing. Oh my god! I have to start doing that as a power move. Imagine you're like at a very uncomfortable, shitty job interview or something like that,
Let's
and you just like
not do that as a power
slowly,
move.
slowly start taking off your clothes one by one until they're like, "What are you doing?" Like, no, keep going. It's a good interview.
I'm sorry. Did I say something?
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Did I say something inappropriate?
Are you okay?
You took off your pants. What? What do you mean? Why is that a problem? You seem a bit
Yeah,
uptight at this office.
Whoa. What about? Never mind. I'm just gonna let that joke be. We'll just continue on.
You're afraid of getting
but
Day
canceled.
for dinner.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, day 4 dinner. Yeah, we're reading reading these things.
Yeah, you can read this one.
Are you sure? Wait, where did
Day
I...
Mike
For
clicked.
dinner, guests
What?
were invited
Okay,
to
wait,
a celebratory dinner
Yeah, I lost my link.
by...
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay,
I got
okay,
it,
okay.
Click.
Do it then. Show everyone that you can.
Mom
be-
and Dad are fighting.
Guests were invited to a celebratory dinner by the couple at a very fancy restaurant, and then the guests received the bill after their meals. That's rough.
This
That's
wedding
rough.
sucks. Like, no one was
Oh.
invited to the ceremony. There was a cocktail night without cocktails. You have to pay
Just
for your
tail.
own meal. So then, in that case, I would just go to like a destination I want to go to
It's like-
instead.
That's like a bare minimum for a wedding, is that food's provided. Like that's one of the main draws, at least for my
Yeah.
Yeah,
socially
like
awkward ass.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
great that you're
lame.
getting married, but I want that potato mac and cheese right now. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see. What do we have? Do we have anything fun? It's time
No.
to finally confess this
We
to
should
someone.
we should keep the images. So I'm not.
Oh yeah, can we sort it via images somehow? I'm not sure if we
probably
can.
not.
No.
Wait, no, there are actually command codes.
Here's
do
a
self-
shitty
oh.
here's a shitty ad. That is an image. Pay commissions and lose profits.
Hell
in
yeah.
the search, do self:"no. Or not the
Semantics.
search,
Okay,
the
let me-
link or something.
me
Like that.
check.
You have to do like when searched in the subreddit. Because I might be wrong because I'm used to doing self:"yes" for searching for text
What is a
posts.
self
That's a
colon?
good question. Someone asked a question for you, Oz. Who's
Oh.
mom and who's dad?
Click is obviously mom because he's a very gentle personality. Wonder is obviously the gruff dad that like lets you stick the
Yeah.
fork in the outlet to teach you a lesson.
Yeah,
Hmm,
because
that sounds about
I
right,
also
yeah.
have like a drinking problem and stuff, and I'm not home
Yeah.
often. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's probably true.
tough.
and I'm the housewife living in denial about it, and I drink 3
Whoa,
glasses of
no,
wine a day.
no mama mine is gonna be a housewife. They're gonna be a strong,
Yeah.
independent working woman.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I
do
want to
have my
stay
own
at home
business.
dad.
Yeah,
Want
the house husband.
Daddy's an alcoholic.
Oh my god, I would rock the house husband role. I'm gonna be honest. I look great in an apron.
Yeah,
I could see it.
I can see
Mm.
that.
Hmm.
We are
Yeah.
4 likes away from 1,000 likes. 4 individuals need to hit.
Click
Don't worry,
like
guys. I
trad wife.
disliked it.
Ooh, I should start
Ridiculous.
making trad husband content, but it's just like me being
Whoa.
like a trad wife on TikTok.
Honestly, you probably would
Gotta be
blow up.
barefoot and pregnant.
on
Click. Get into a megaverse. We got this.
Yeah, I just have to
What
wear
about
like flowing
barefoot and
sundresses and smile all the time. Content.
Exactly.
What
Yes.
happens if I
very much
type
so.
in r/weddings followed by laxatives?
Let's not do
There's
that.
no way there's a post.
How did I search for only images? Does
No.
it work? Like semicolon?
way.
No.
I don't fully know. I'm very.
This is a wild title. Oh, this is a super long one.
Oh wait,
It
media.
says-
I can go into the media
Oh.
category. That actually
This video
works.
or this
yeah, that does work.
this
forgot
one
what
is
it has, though.
titled "The Bride Who Gambled on a Fart and Lost."
Ugh.
That's insane.
I'm just scrolling a little bit to see that there's nothing not safe for work. Looks fine. All right. So here we got a bunch of fun pictures. You see, I sorted via media up here because I am a
I
tech
don't-
sigma.
I don't see your. Oh, there we go. Why did it take so long for the stream to catch up on my end? The hell?
Maybe you should get real internet.
No, you get internet real.
I have 1
Take
gigabit
that.
up down. How about that? Bish.
I also have 1 gigabit up down, but
Yeah, but it's obviously not working up down.
maybe it's you not
Yeah.
working.
Maybe your
Oh,
internet
God,
has
I'm-
too much tariffs.
That's messed up, dude. That's
Uh,
that's a little far.
We're gonna make 300% tariffs on every gigabit of internet.
I don't know if you've actually had to deal with this click or Wonder, but like I've actually noticed that like my RPM will directly fluctuate when tariffs get announced. Like they'll
Yeah.
go down, like it'll go down.
I have noticed that too. Like whenever Trump has one of his like social media things, my CPM, like how much the advertisers pay, will literally be like almost cut in half for a day. It's fucking insane.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
has been
Yeah, the first time it happened, it was like, okay, that could be like, you know, the quarter shift, because then it usually dips, because it's all the advertisers remaking contracts and yada yada. But then it happened...
you got Trungle fucked in March too, didn't you? The beginning of it.
Yeah, definitely. So I've had like, I think 2 or 3 videos. It's usually just 1 video per quarter where like the revenue is just because that's the one that times the quarter shift. But now it's been like 3 already in just a couple of weeks. And it probably makes sense what you say. It's probably the tariffs, because then everyone panics and advertisers pull, so the CPM just dives.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I did not know that was a thing going on.
Yeah,
I had like, it's a very noticeable difference. It's like a CPM drop of like, what was it, 40%, I think, on my end, ish.
Jesus.
I had a drop about 30%, give or take.
Oh, yeah, maybe
I
it's
went
closer
from
to
around
30. Yeah, something like that. 30, 40-ish.
I love my country.
But yeah, and then the next video I upload, the CPM is back to normal. So it's like, it's super weird.
Yeah, my CPM's been doing better, thankfully. But like, I definitely felt it at the beginning of the month. It was rough.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah,
let's see. Ooh, this one is...
because he's talking about doing stuff come like April 1st as well. So hopefully that doesn't like...
Oh God,
I hate this country so much.
I also love my savings portfolios and investments and stuff. That was fun.
Everyone, we should do tariffs.
And then it's like, oh great, stock market fucking died. That's fun. Yay.
It's just a correction.
Yeah.
It's also Biden's fault, not mine.
Oh my God, I can't believe Sleepy Joe did this to our poor stock market.
Living alone is not possible in the States. It's not possible. It's crazy.
But don't you want 5 roommates? The more, the merrier.
Yeah, don't you want a 5 roommate polycule?
The economy is just detoxing. I think it's toxifying increasingly. Like, it was toxic enough to begin with, but now it's like, bruh. Ooh, check this out. A former coworker of mine, she was always extra at work. It's no surprise she posted this before her wedding. I'm glad I wasn't invited. So this is like a typical Facebook post, and you know when it's from Facebook. It's great. Should I send you the link? Here you go.
Yeah, if you want to send me a link, little handsome man.
There you go. There you go, little lads.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, yes, please. Kittens.
Waving girl emoji posts. Hi everyone, this is Bride, your family and friends speaking here. I'm going to say this from the heart because I feel bad that I couldn't invite everyone to my wedding. If you don't receive an invitation by the end of the week, know that I wasn't able to send you an invite due to limited seating. It's nothing personal. There are family members that didn't get an invite as well as friends. We have a budget that we must adhere to. We would have invited more guests, but again, seating is limited.
It's a lot of sad
Also,
emojis.
this is an adults-only wedding. No kids can come except for those in the wedding party. I hope you understand. Double Now, if you don't understand, understand this. The bride and overseer of the budget, speaking here, don't show up to my wedding and you did, well, that's not proper grammar. My wedding and you did not RSVP. And you must RSVP through me. Do not show up to my wedding with a child. This is a warning and a disclaimer. If you show up to my wedding with a child or you did not RSVP, you will be escorted out.
Why
this
is Will
talking.
in like quotations?
Why are they so like dude,
why are they so
people are just
angry?
so fearful of grammar. It's just like
So fearful of grammar.
I get it's like your big day, but why do you have to be so miserable? Like the world does not exist solely for who cares this much? Like, oh my God. Maybe I've never been like a bride, you know, no one's ever proposed to me and been like, you're gonna be in a
Not
nice
yet,
wedding
anyways.
dress.
Why is my chat spamming maid outfit? Relax, chat.
Wait,
Fuck.
a maid outfit?
Chill.
Anyways, this is not Bridezilla talking. This is getting you to respect authority, respect order, and respect people's pockets. Listen to me when I tell you this. Groom. And I will not be paying for your plates and adding tables the day of our wedding. Call it foul, call it wrong, call it whatever your heart desires. Once that budget is paid for, we are done. Know that our friendship will not hold more. Hold on, I gotta find it. Weight than my words. Know that your bloodline will not hold more weight than my words.
Bringing out the
You
whole
will
bloodline, bro.
be
What?
put out. I'm that kind of Christian. Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
Hashtag Peter cuts off ears. Hashtag Jesus flip tables. Hashtag greater work shall do.
Okay,
Damn,
am
she
I the
just
only
compared
one?
herself to Christ.
Am I the only one who's getting those oddly bitter vibes from this post? Like, this reminds me so much of those, like, Tinder profiles you see go viral when someone is just, like, oddly bitter about something specific. It's like, if you're a fucking single mom, don't even dare. It's like, bro, you can just
Don't
swipe.
even think about looking my direction.
It's like, bro, you can just swipe left if you're not interested in something. That's what the swiping is for. Why are you so weirdly bitter on
I
your
don't
bio?
know.
What the fuck?
It's just like it's literally just people who it's like that they're at like war with no one, but they think
Yeah.
they're at war with like so many people.
It's
And
like a preemptive attack. I think they're like, oh my god, all the
it's
all
like
the
you're going on
single
the
moms are
defense.
totally gonna be spamming my inbox. So I have to make sure I put a stop to it before it starts. Yeah, bro,
Yeah, it's
you're
like this like
sure about that?
needless defense for something that like does not exist.
Yep, it's wild.
All right, girls, you also can't have a single strand of arm hair, or else you need to get the fuck out.
That's true. That's
Mhm.
true, bro.
Girls
That's
don't have
true.
hair. Trust me, I know
They don't.
so many of the.
There's that
voids.
Reddit post right now of like someone who is showing their back off and they had hair, and it's like, "Are you a man?" It's like, "No, dude. Wait, telling yourself you're never sleeping with a woman."
Oh
No,
my god.
There was like it's like
Oh.
the girl from Snow White, and there's so many guys on Twitter who are applying like Chewbacca posts and things like that. I'm like,
Are they also like
Bro, this is
transvestigating the whole
insane.
thing, or it's like,
they're like, well, you must be a woman. It's not hygienic. I'm like, wait, so like if it's you can't like wash. Do you not take showers? Like, what are you talking about? I don't understand how a guy can be like covered head to toe in hair and then be like, you're not hygienic, woman. It's like, brother, what are you doing? What are you saying? It makes no sense.
if by that
anyways.
logic we would have to shave our heads as well, you know?
Well, we
It's like-
should. I think
Yeah.
I have a future in my head where everyone wears white shirts and pants
Ooh, that's good.
and
And shaved
everyone's
eyebrows.
Wonder.
bald and has no
Wonder,
eyebrows.
no.
Mhm,
All right, we're back to Heaven's Gate again.
What? Oh, I wasn't even
Heaven's
thinking
Gate.
of Heaven's Gate, but that's true.
Dear
No, Heaven's
God.
Gate wasn't like that. They were a little different.
Oh well, what are the cults that you
But
have
yeah,
an
it,
obsession
what,
with?
what the cult
cults?
leader looked like that. Yeah, but
Anyways, let's knock this post out so we can get
Oh.
to the good stuff that's coming up. And let me add this: if you RSVP, show up. Don't have us paying for your plate. And I look across the room and see an empty seat. Don't you do it. That could have been a seat for someone that didn't get an invite that really wanted to come. Don't do it. If you are not sure if you can make it, mark regret. Really? Okay, that's a weird
Regrets.
way of doing it. Regrets on that RSVP card. And another thing, this might sound tacky or rude, but with the amount of money that people spend on weddings to take care of their guests, do not show up empty-handed. That's what's rude. Proper etiquette is that you at least give an amount that is proportionate to the cost of your meal and add a little extra to be a blessing. If someone lays out a fabulous meal at open bar for you, don't show up with a toaster.
Toasters can be kind of pricey.
It
I'll
had to be
honest.
said. Didn't she fucking say you were paying for your own plate?
Did she?
yeah,
And I will not
she
be
did.
paying for
Oh.
your plates and adding
Yeah.
table.
Oh no. That's for people showing up without RSVPing.
Oh yeah, without the art. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's like,
okay, that
we're
makes-
not
that
gonna
makes
pay
sense.
for your
I was gonna
food last
say, like-
minute. Big blah blah blah. Yeah, this is such a preventive attack post. It's amazing. It reminds me of the bitter people on Tinder so much, but like with weddings.
I mean, you could argue Facebook is just a Tinder for weddings.
Basically, yeah. Arguably even worse.
What
somehow.
I think is so incredible about this post is like most human beings with functional brain cells would look at this and be like, wow, she seems like a pain. But that has 106 likes, and it shows the type of likes there. It's like a like.
Well, no,
and
those
heart.
are interactions. That's just the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
interaction icon. I don't know.
Well, it had 107 comments as well, but it shows you the type of interactions that are on there. So it'll show like the type that are people are doing the
Yeah,
most.
I
So
don't-
there was
I don't
hearts
use
and likes on
Facebook.
that.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
these
my
things.
number one platform. I stream and put all my content on Facebook.
That makes so much sense
Like, I
for why you are the way you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
I found a really fun one. It's like a pre-wedding rules. I can read this to you. Check this
thank
out.
you.
Pre-wedding rules. Number 1, please do not ask about the wedding because wedding planning is stressful enough as it is. So don't bother us. Number 2, this is not a class or family reunion. It's about us. 3, this will be a semi-formal event. Please dress accordingly. Examples will be included on the wedding website. 4, the ceremony will be unplugged. We have a photographer for that. 5, do not post the bride and groom until they post. 6, this is taking over for the 99 and 2000s type event. So...
So before 9/11.
there will be twerking and all the above. What?
Bring back pre 9/11 weddings, bro. It ain't been the same since.
It ain't been the same since. Right, yeah.
Nah, bro.
Bruh. So there will be twerking and all the above. Number 7, do not ask if you're invited, etc. Please refer to number 2. What the fuck? 8, the 2 individuals getting married are Gnork and Snorp, so we're doing everything our way. 9, if you're trying to attend to spectate and sit down all night, this will not be the event to do so. 10, there will be an open bar. If you cannot handle your liquor or cause ruckus, you will be removed promptly. 11.
fair.
That one's completely fair.
That's fair.
Some
It's
of these
just
are
that they
actually pretty fair in general, I think.
Yeah,
there
of
are a few that
course.
are a little...
I mean, some of them
Yeah,
are a
where
bit
does it get
aggressive.
crazy?
Like telling
It's
telling
like
me not to twerk, like that's a bit far.
no, I
That's a
think
bit
it's
far.
there will be twerking.
Wait, oh, there will be.
Yeah, there
oh,
will be twerking.
Dude,
So I don't know what that means.
I
Like, so-
high-key-
Some of these things are normal. It's like, oh, this is a semi-formal event. Dress accordingly. Makes perfect sense. It's
How
not a
am I
class or
supposed to twerk in a cheap suit? This is bullshit.
It's gonna break.
I hate twerking so much. It is the most like creepy thing ever to me. Like I don't know if you've ever seen like in nature when like a bear or a gorilla scratches its cheeks on like a tree branch, but it's exactly like that. Like it's just there's so much emotion going on in such like a short amount of time, and it's scary.
But you can be the tree branch in that case. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not so concerned about this list. A lot of it sounds pretty reasonable. It's like, don't pester about getting invitations. Wear appropriate attire. Don't get wasted. I wonder what experiences they have had that this list is necessary.
I think you hit a point if you have like a lot of extended family where you've been to enough weddings and you realize very quick, like, oh, people just don't know how to behave in a social setting. And
Yeah, I wonder what that's
Yeah.
leading up to it. Because if there is nothing leading up to this, then it's like, okay, it's a bit weird to get like 30 rules for a wedding. Usually the rules are like, behave and dress nice. Don't be a douche. It's like, it's pretty
Okay.
simple.
16 is kind of, I don't understand what 16 is saying.
Please refer to number 1,
yeah.
2, 8, 9. I think it's the rules. So
Yeah,
rule
they're
number
saying
1.
like
Why-
don't
why
ask
is-
about the wedding, and so if you're like, okay, I won't ask them about the wedding. Well, maybe I'll ask the parents about the wedding.
Okay, that
Oh,
makes
yeah.
more
Like,
sense. Okay,
yeah.
that makes
don't do this.
more sense.
This isn't particularly terrible. This is just
Yeah.
like,
It's just a
I
little bit.
was hoping for some outrageous stuff written here, but I
Yeah, I
think
was
someone
hoping for
just
that
has
too.
had some bad experiences with weddings and was expecting this to be more like a bridezilla.
Honestly,
Skunk
yeah.
dropped $5 and said, "My grandmother enjoys convincing men to drop their trousers in public." How does she do that?
If you know you're not going to drink, dance, or have fun and enjoy the evening, then please refer to numbers 7, 9, 10, and 11. 7 is
Do not ask if you're invited. Wait, what?
What?
If you're not
Wait,
gonna drink, you're
wait,
not invited.
What?
Wait, if
Number
you
9
don't
is
drink, you're not invited.
if you're trying to attend to spectate and sit down, this is not the event to do so. Okay, so you're not. Okay. 10, there will be an
Looking at you,
open bar.
disabled grandfather.
If you don't like or support the bride or groom, then do not attend. I'm also like a bit surprised that people they don't get along with would be invited in the first place.
Yeah, I can't
That's just
imagine.
redundant.
maybe they're
I hate that person. I'm gonna
Yeah.
show
Are
up
they-
to their wedding.
saying that if you don't
Stand
drink,
them.
dance, or have fun, you don't think or support the groom and bride.
Yeah, like
that's
I think
weird.
that's
you're,
what
like,
they're
old.
saying.
Oh,
Dude,
then
if
it's
your
then it's
grandfather-
getting pretty unhinged. Then it's like unless you fucking do a salsa dance and get wasted on the
You
dance floor,
better
then
fucking
well-
participate in the Macarena. I swear to God, if I
It's-
find one soul
it's a little
sitting
bit
down.
like
That's such a gamble though, because you're saying like, well, if you can't hold your liquor, but then it's like a requirement that you have to drink. It's like that's such like a double-edged sword to give someone.
My grandmother enjoys convincing men to drop their trousers in public. What?
Yeah, like
That's-
what?
She
That's a
walked
weird-
up to you
that-
like, I bet you doing really well for a young boy there. Why don't you show my old gam what you worked with?
That's wild. That's really fucking weird. What do you mean?
That's wild.
That sounds like
The
a bad
amount of
TikTok
people who
prank.
immediately responded were like, "What do you mean by that?"
I don't. Is there something I'm missing, like a punchline or something, like a pun in there? I don't know.
I think they just needed to get it off their chest. Maybe they've like seen it once or twice, and it's like really messing with them.
The granny is fucking weird, man. Like, can you imagine going up to some random person in the streets and like, drop your pantaloons?
No, I could do that.
Yeah?
I have
Being
the
the one
courage.
dropping the pantaloons or the one asking about dropping the pantaloons?
Both. I'm gonna switch in that department. I guess.
That's valid.
Yeah,
It's
that's
valid.
fine.
I respect a household switch.
Yeah, drop the bloomers and stuff. I love rocking
Ooh.
bloomers.
Here, let's see. Are some good posts here? Oh, this might be decent. Okay, let's see. Friends, I have just now realized the category of gossip I adore is wedding that went terribly. Please tell me about the worst wedding you've been to, please and thank you. So there are some comments here. Let's see. Oh, so this is like one comment in two parts. I can't size it up all the way, then it like goes bananas. Destination wedding in Wisconsin in November in an incredibly remote location. We were told to take a shuttle to the ceremony and to not drive there. It was outside, rained the entire time, and was freezing cold and muddy. Horrible seating. They ran out of the bad food. And also ran out of alcohol. At the end, the shuttles to take us back didn't show up. It got dark and people were shivering, hungry and miserable. So they just dumped a bunch of people in the woods in the rain. And
That's
then
so funny.
and there weren't even enough alcohol to drown your sorrows. It was so remote that Uber and Lyft weren't available. Awful wedding for awful people that for other reasons I no longer talk to.
That was your first mistake, being like, "Oh, we're having a destination wedding." Like, "Oh, where? Wisconsin."
Wisconsin,
What?
and also like in the
Wisconsin
middle of
can
the
be beautiful.
forest.
Wisconsin can be beautiful, but I've never heard someone be like,
Oh boy, it's my dream to get married in Wisconsin.
The
Yeah.
cheese city.
"The home
Ooh.
of the cheese."
Here is one from the bridezilla group. Let me see if I can open it a bit better. Oh, I think
Yeah,
this
right.
works. Yeah, that's the whole text. Yeah, okay. My wedding is coming up. Okay, yeah, that's the whole text. All right, let's see. My wedding is coming up and I'm planning it all out. My best friend has been so excited to help me and plan everything and has offered to help me pay for some things. Yay. Which is really sweet because neither me and my fiance's families are really helping. Because of her excitement and everything else, I don't have the heart to tell her I don't want her as my bridesmaid or even to come up with a reason that doesn't hurt her feelings. What the fuck? The dresses I want wouldn't
just
look good
mean
on her
girl shit.
body type. Oh no.
Oh,
This is some mean girl shite where it's like my friend doesn't literally work out 15 days a week.
Getting married.
The photos
I
are
live-
more about the aesthetics than it is to remember this special day with my friends and genuine friends that are helping me plan and pay for my literal wedding.
Okay, that is a crazy statement to make about a wedding. Is that yeah.
Yep.
They're
Sorry, my
sleeveless,
exhaustion
but she
continues.
has bigger arms with stretch marks and doesn't really have a figure. She has always been awkwardly shaped.
Awkwardly shaped. That's like the
insane.
most non-specific meanest thing I've ever heard anyone call anyone. Hey, your
You built
shape is
awkward, girl.
awkward.
You built like Play-Doh.
You built
Like, it's
uncomfortably.
insane.
What is this? Oh my god, man.
Damn,
Even-
bro, you built a little uncomfortably.
Check this out.
Even looking at some of our prom pictures, she ruined some of the photos. We would all look really nice.
God.
Jesus.
You know, that statement you made, Click, just turned out to be true.
Yeah, right.
This
It's more
has-
about
this
aesthetics
has
than
to
about
be
the
bait.
people,
With friends.
right? Like
This
I
has
don't
to
know,
be
man.
bait.
Like I have many pictures of me and my friends where we are in all kinds of like shambles and shit. You know, it's fun picture because of
Yeah.
the memories, not because we look like flashed out
Mm.
supermodels in the photos.
Like
Pictures
Oz,
are to like remember something. It's not to fucking be like a aesthetic thing to put on your
Yeah.
wall.
like for example, like Oz has plenty of photos with like his awkward shaped friend. I'm sure we have a couple photos lying around of you and I, but
Jesus Christ.
Awkward shape.
Although to be fair, like you would probably agree that back in like 2020, you were very like unhappy with how you looked, and now you're fucking like absolutely built like a fridge.
I'm really not built like a fridge. I weigh 160 pounds. I look like pipe cleaners, but we ball.
Buddy, you've been posting shirtless stuff on Twitter. You can't lie to me.
True. That's true. But
You've been
I also used to
thirst
just
trapping
get,
as
like,
much as I do,
insulted.
man.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Wonder you're looking great nowadays, bud. You
Maybe.
can't.
I
You
don't
gotta,
know.
you gotta be
I look
humble.
good, and then I go for like 2-month periods of just like not eating. But we ball. I'm like a balloon. I inflate.
With muscles.
Yeah. It's like the SpongeBob muscles where he blows them up with air.
Yes,
All right.
but it's muscles instead. All right, let's see. And she just didn't look as good as us. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, how do people like this have friends? It's insane.
I'm trying to figure out a way to tell her that she can be a bridesmaid, but I don't know what to say that she doesn't take it offensive. Or if I should like make up a position for her that day. So when it's time for photos, at least I can separately do them.
I feel horrible because I just came up with an idea. It's like, if this girl was smart enough, she should have said like, oh, I just made her the photographer. You know?
Well, that's true, but then she'd be like, "Why am I never in any of these photos?" Like,
Yeah,
why
that's
am I,
also
like,
true. That's also
why do
true.
you put
I
me
mean,
off to this
that's not
side?
to justify it in the heckin' least, but it's more like, oh, we have an annoying cousin that always photobombs our fancy photos. Let's make him the photographer so we can't photobomb. It's more that sort of logic. This is just horrible. This is just absolutely horrible.
That is fucked up.
Yep.
I dreamed of this day since I was a little girl. Don't tell me I'm being shallow. My wedding should be perfection right down to the bridesmaids and groomsmen.
That's true.
Then what's the point of even having your family in the picture? Just make fake photos with like a bunch of gram models and you're done, or just filter everything, If you're worried more about the aesthetics than the memories with the
Like,
actual
why
people.
even be
then
friends with this person? Like, why keep them around at this point?
Yeah,
Like,
if they
you
don't-
have such a
They're-
problem.
They don't match my friendship aesthetics.
There is kind of the sad fact of like, imagine going to someone's wedding and like excited to like make memories there, and then
Yeah.
you're suddenly the photographer and taking all the photos, and like the realization hits you midway through of like,
Oh,
I'm not in any of these. There's no record that I was ever here. So when
Oh,
anyone
God.
looks at these photos, they're not going to remember that I was part of the ceremony or part
that's
of like
so sad.
you'll be like erased from that like event with
You know,
time.
I can't even imagine finding out that people who you thought were your friends that you actively show up to do things with actually view you as like the quote awkwardly shaped friend, and that you ruin photos by like existing.
Just existing.
Just existing, yeah.
What does that do to your psyche? Where you're like, oh, these people
Fucking
actually hate me
breaks
and
it.
think I'm disgusting, but they keep me around. It's like, why even keep? At that point, you're just keeping someone around so you have an
Yeah.
excuse to complain and feel better about
It's
yourself. You're like,
the,
I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
pretty
what
'cause I'm
chat
not
said
you.
too. They keep the friend around to use, which makes sense because the friend seems really fucking cool. They're like stepping up to help with the wedding planning and paying for shit and stuff. It's like
Yeah.
they are a really good friend.
But this person
that-
wants to use that friendship, but also not ruin the aesthetic.
What if this is that mean girl logic where it's like I keep around like a few 5s and 6s to make me look like, instead of being a 7, like a 9. Like I've heard girls like Regina George types say that kind of shit. That they'll purposely surround themselves with girls they find to be like undesirable to make them look hotter.
Oh my god.
And I wonder if that's what this friend is to them.
I mean, that's
like
what
the
I
most-
am to click. Like,
So we
Yeah.
all are to click. I mean, look at that
that's
man's
true.
jawline.
That's true. God was cooking that day. This man AI generated. It's not even real.
I mean, don't say that out loud. People legit thought I was an AI before I even showed my face, but because of the
Are you
voice.
not?
Imagine when my filter fucks up in a video.
Rebel
and it
Copter
turns-
has gone crazy with the click generation.
No.
Imagine when my filter fucks up and it turns on like a 75-year-old woman.
It just, or like it's the guy from the South Park episode. That's just like the Make Love Not Warcraft episode. That's just what click really looks like.
yeah, oh my god. I haven't left my goon cave in 5 years. Hell yeah.
Okay. Dude, so no goon?
No goon. No goon.
Reading things
We're
like
not
this
the
makes
goon.
me want to like peek through r/relationship advice because I always love just like picking apart
Ooh.
these type of things.
That's a good idea. We can do that after this post.
Yeah, I would be down. I mean, I don't want to like veer off the wedding shaming, but I
Ooh,
also
one thing we can do.
like
One thing.
doing
I mean,
that.
it's fine. Relationship and wedding shaming is pretty closely related. But one thing we can do is sort the relationship advice and sort it by controversial. That is always that's a blast because it's so unhinged.
I know some of you weddings aren't a big deal. Even as a kid, I used to try my mom's wedding dress and picture the day I would get married. It's my day, and I shouldn't have to give this much thought to someone else's feelings. You see? So it's actually them being egocentrical, even though they're actually
That's
already
true.
helping me with the wedding and stuff. But I am the victim in this situation because it's my wedding and my emotions.
so bad for her.
Yeah, it's a struggle to be a bridezilla. It's hard.
Absolutely. Well,
Let's
it's a
see, I
struggle
think-
to have like friends who ruin your photos just lying around like that. It's
I know, right?
disgusting.
Like, that's how I feel whenever I'm in someone's photo.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you're like, guys, I didn't mean to ruin this with my face. I didn't mean it.
Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
check so this
let's get around
isn't so.
There was an underrated chatter that just said that they thought that Click's voice was AI, but realized later you're just Swedish.
It's fair.
He sounds a bit robotic. I wonder what that. Oh, he's just Swedish. Here's a post I sorted by controversial.
Like that.
So this is promising. Posted about a month ago. It has 0 upvotes and almost 200 comments.
Correction,
That must
negative
be
one
yeah.
upvotes.
Oh yeah, dude. Whenever you see the post with like that kind of comment ratio, oh, that's,
Ooh,
that's
you know this is gonna be a juicy one. Oh, bruh. My 29 boyfriend caught me and is now making me, 27F, feel like I'm the worst person ever. I'm already like questioning what caught me.
Caught what? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Mm-hmm.
What are we getting into?
Yesterday was my boyfriend's birthday, and his friends came down, and after some time they all wanted to go to the bars, which I declined because I was tired, but said my boyfriend could go with them. One of his friends then proceeded to try to convince me, telling me that my boyfriend would really love it if I came with his friends, that he would want me there. I finally said okay and went to the guest bedroom to change. After I was changed, I was about to come out, and my boyfriend's friend knocked and came into the room and closed the door. He asked if everything was good and if we were all going out. I said yes, and he started saying that I was in my head all night because my boyfriend was drinking, and his friends that I wasn't getting attention, and that I'm just self-conscious. But his friend really loves me. He can see it, and that he's serious about me, etc., etc. Okay, so the friend is coming into the room being like, I noticed your boyfriend didn't pay attention to you today.
oh my
But
god.
I can do that. I'll give you attention, McQueen.
So
I said,
cringe.
thank you. That meant a lot. I swear to God, are these people
Yeah, of
actually
course,
almost
everybody
30 years
like
old? This reads like everyone is 15. I
Yeah,
swear
this
to fucking
is
God.
yeah.
Oh my God. And then
Their
he tried to hug me.
punctuation spells 14-year-olds still in an English 1 class.
Basically, yeah. And then he tried to hug me, to which my boyfriend opened the door right at that moment. He asked his friend, what are you doing with my girl? And me and his friends just told him nothing had happened. And we were talking about... okay. But my boyfriend did not believe any of it, and he had caught me, and to never talk to him ever again. He continued drinking and got meaner, stating things like, I don't care about you. You contribute nothing to my life. Telling me to shut the heck up and leaving him alone. And we're done, because if roles were reversed, I would have dropped his butt and gotten pissed. I mean, the funny thing here is that if this is truthful, which I, of course, doubt a little bit, this seems like a writing exercise, but it's that the boyfriend only assumed they were hugging or whatever, or doing something weird, but they were also talking about really inappropriate stuff. It's like, your boyfriend doesn't pay attention to you, but I do. And he's like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
That's
It's so good.
emotional cheating.
It's
Yeah.
so
The
nice that you
the
actually
guy-
love me. I need a man to love
Guy
me.
walked
like-
upstairs and was literally like he saw in his head the opportunity. He was like, bro, I'm gonna snake
Yep.
my friend here, and I'm gonna walk him and be like, dude, yeah, I'm so sorry that guy wasn't giving you attention, but you know, like it's, you know, I'm also kind of like giving attention right now, but you know, I just like you a lot and stuff, but like
I'm
as,
also
like,
a great
friend, but
listener.
we should like hug and stuff in private, like bro, come on, like Come on, you know,
Yeah.
act like, dude, that wasn't my intention. Like, get
Yeah,
outta
exactly.
here.
You just happened to sneak into the guest room. You knew that your
Nah.
friend's girl was changing, and then you were like, "He's not. He doesn't love you as much as I do.
Yeah,
I can give you all the
you should
attention."
like, you should be with a guy who cares. Who knows? Maybe love is standing like right in front of you. You'd never know.
Yeah, it's so closer than you expect
okay.
sometimes.
Yeah,
I
sometimes
understand
it's
that I
like,
messed
you
up
know.
by letting his friends close the door in the first place. I wasn't even thinking. But is this too hard to fix now? Has the damage been done?
I mean,
Oh, the top comment is, your 30M and 34M fiance left you before your wedding too? Yeah, this is like a writing exercise by some shitty profile.
Ooh, wait, I want to look at their. Oh my
Busted.
god, yeah, they
Take a
have
look.
a lot of just fake posts.
Yeah, they're probably like karma farming and doing a really poor job of karma farming. Down, dude.
lame.
Wow.
Wah, wah.
They also watch the Jersey Shore.
The Jersey
Tisk,
Shore.
tisk.
The one and only Jersey Shore.
Let's
So
see.
you guys find another post. I'm gonna grab some water, and if you're not here when I
Getting
get
some
back,
Wawa.
yeah, I'm gonna drink some Wawa.
What?
You guys, to bring of some of the loo.
Oi, bruv. Need to go to the loo and get some water.
bruv, it's a bit silly.
Water. Alright, here is one that seems promising. 0 updates, 500 comments.
Oh my fucking god.
This can't be good.
Dude, those ones are landmines. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Oh, here we go. This is gonna be juicy. Hell yeah. Okay. I haven't heard from my
Oh my
23F boyfriend 26M since last night. How do I get him to communicate? I wonder what happened last night.
So, real quick, I have a pet peeve of mine where they say, like, my 23 female, but, like, the way that it's phrased, It sounds like 23 female boyfriend.
My
And, like, my
23-year-old
brain-
female boyfriend. It's like, yeah, it's weirdly
Every
written.
time.
It should be I, 23F, haven't heard from my boyfriend, 26M. That's how it
Yeah,
should
but
be.
it's not. It's
No.
why
No, they
is
could-
it after the my?
It's my female 23. All right, we can stew on this for a bit. Should we wait for Wonder or should we start going and fill him in when he comes back?
I don't know. Wonder can be fairly unpredictable for when he actually does get back to things. It could be anywhere from like 30 seconds from now to like 10 minutes. So
Yeah. Let's start reading a bit, and if it's too flabbergasting, we can always catch him up when he comes.
yeah. We'll just lie to him and gaslight him too, like in front of everyone.
that's good.
And just like, tell him like, oh no, don't worry about it. It's totally normal. And like, you're just,
It's yeah, exactly. And then we tell him like, but you told us to start reading. It was your idea.
yeah, you're the one that told us to like begin reading when you
fuck.
weren't here. You told us to proceed. You gave us your
stinky.
blessing.
Stinky.
Dude, we've got you in 4K.
My boyfriend of almost a year now, Tom, fake name, is very upset with me right now. I messed up in a horrible way, and now my boyfriend hasn't spoken to me since last night.
Okay, so they right off the bat they say they messed up big, but they in the title they also be like, how do I get my boyfriend to communicate? He's the one not communicating. Disgusting.
Are they gonna tell us what the mistake was? Because
We'll
that's
see.
yeah.
I guess so, due to the lack of updates.
My
Messed up
boyfriend
enough for-
shares his birthday with one of my friends who is a party promoter and was turning up for his birthday. The issue was unfortunately the lounge and party my friend, James, was on the same day as my boyfriend's birthday dinner. My boyfriend just wanted to have dinner with me and his friends and then a romantic evening today.
Okay,
I
so
made a
basically
mistake.
she went to a party instead of like her boyfriend's actual fucking like birthday dinner.
And it's also like another dude as well. So it's not like, her,
Yeah.
her bestie girl from 20 years and it's like, something. It's also like, I'm gonna go to another dude's birthday.
Which it's like he's like hosting a complete rager, and like
Yeah.
I just think it'd be more fun to be at that guy's house instead.
Exactly.
Sorry, boyfriend, you sound kinda fucking lame. I'm gonna go to this other dude.
Just dinner? Do you know what kind of girl I am?
You cannot, if you can't handle me at my worst,
and so on and so forth. I made a mistake and lied to my boyfriend and told him I was sick so I could go to the lounge with James.
Oh. This is just like God, she's just throwing a rake in front of her and sprinting at it in full speed and be like, why won't you?
It's like, you know that meme with the dude who puts like a stick inside of his own wheel on the bike and falls over?
Yeah,
and then it's like, why doesn't he? Why did he do that?
Why did Joe Biden do this?
I shouldn't have done it. I really enjoy this particular lounge, and it's always turned. Still, James, his girlfriend, and my friend all told me to just have dinner with my boyfriend, and I didn't listen. So even the other friends that are there at the party are like, bro, you should go hang out with your literal boyfriend for his birthday. Oh my god. Oh my, so it's not even like, she can't even blame that, like, oh my god, the friends were manipulative or something. They were like, yeah, you know, come with us, we're cool. The friends are literally good guys as well. They're like, no, you should be with your boyfriend. What are you doing
Really
here?
should not be here right now. This is like the American Dad sketch where it's like, yeah, this is the anniversary of the time that Francine got really mad at me for missing her anniversary. So I'm just like not home right now, so I don't have to remember that fight.
Yeah.
And then it just, it's like,
It's the anniversary of hiding from our anniversary. Okay, this
All right,
story is a great wonder.
Oh,
long story
God,
short,
zero upvotes and 527.
yeah.
What happened
Long
here?
story short, her friend shares a birthday with her boyfriend. The friend was hosting a quote-unquote turnt party. The boyfriend wanted a boring formal dinner. Not even really formal, just like a dinner, like a birthday
cozy
dinner.
birthday.
She lied, said she would sick to her boyfriend, and then went to the party with her location turned off. And all her friends were like, you really should just like be having dinner with your boyfriend and
On
not
his
being
birthday.
here. And she's like, why is he not communicating with me?
Yep.
And we're about to just keep, you know,
It's
pushing
amazing.
through.
So I went and turned my location off and prevented my boyfriend from being able to see my story. So she just blocked him on social media and turned off her location, basically.
Snapchat. Oh my god.
I told my friends to use the Instagram setting to prevent my boyfriend from seeing her story. She lied and said she did, but I'll deal with that later. So it's the friend's fault now for not actually making her story private.
You didn't
know?
turn off your social media for me while I was lying to my boyfriend? You're a bad friend.
It's so dumb as well, because it's not even lying about, you know, not that it would make it better, it would probably make it worse, but still, it's not even like, you know, lying about something like, you know, cheating or having an affair or, you know, something you would normally expect. It's just like making this really petty, weird lie about not being at your boyfriend's birthday and then like getting all your friends in on it and turning off things and blocking and locations off and what?
How dare you not protect me from my lie? You're supposed to support it and put in the extra effort so that way my lie works.
Yep.
Instead of me
After
just being honest.
pre-gaming, we went out to the party, and at some point, my boyfriend thinks I am asleep. Asleep. It's also greatly written. Text. Oh, okay, so this is like text messages.
Yep.
So I thought this was like, you know, remember to write text here, you know, when you leave a placeholder. Tom. Dinner was amazing. You would have loved it. But okay, get some rest, babe. I love you. I'll be up playing the game.
I am glad you had a good time, heart emoji. I wish I could have come sad emoji. What game are you playing? Good night. I love you too.
Detroit, become human. I didn't reply and went out. And at 12:32, I get a text. Limau, you're hilarious. I am a fucking fool. Then he probably saw the story of the friend.
Yep.
He sends a screen
Yeah.
recording of me taking shots from my friend's story. Holy shit. Oh my god. Limau. You also said you don't have money, so you couldn't get me a birthday gift, but buying expensive bottles for other people? I'm just fucking stupid, lol.
This has to be bait.
Yeah, this...
Nah, there's no way.
oh
let
my
me
god.
peek the account. Let me peek the account.
Yeah, check if
They
this is
have-
even remotely real.
Uh,
I mean, it's a
It's a throwaway
account.
account. There's no way to back. They do have a comment here. Oh my
wait,
god.
wait. They have 1, 2, 3,
4 comments.
4.
Comment
Five-
karma
five-
One
minus
has
100.
minus
Yeah.
1.1k
Yeah, no,
downvotes.
This is legit. It's a throwaway, and it their only responses are to this post. Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
they are
crazy.
invested in the posts. They're like defending
I
themselves.
mean, I've seen
Yeah.
throwaways that just do this kind of shit for testing purposes,
That's
but like,
that's true.
I mean, yeah,
but
could
also
be.
there are people who use the subreddit for the subreddit purpose. So
It's a bit 50-50, I suppose.
yeah, let's finish reading it and then we'll go through like their responses and see.
Let's
Because
see
they're
how
saying
likely
like,
it
oh,
is
I
that
did
it's
things
real.
right. Like I sent money for their dinner and stuff. Like for example, they're saying, well, money is tight for me right now, but you're right, I should have. He's normally very low maintenance and understanding. He makes me feel bad when I'm not in a position to reciprocate. I did send him money for dinner. Does he make you feel bad, or does he state things that therefore you feel bad on your own because you can't reciprocate what makes him happy in the relationship? Because those are two entirely different things. If he's like wants someone who's a little bit independent and you're like, well, you're making me feel bad. Like, no, you yourself are feeling bad because you can't meet what makes your partner happy. That's not the same. That is not the same at all.
Yeah, then it's just a bad match. I mean, this sounds more than just a bad match, but still. I then noticed he unshared his location with me and blocked me everywhere. I cursed out my friend, but she claims she thought she removed him from being able to view her story, but I think she did this on purpose. You see? So it's actually the friend's fault now. I was calling and apologizing, but the text was not delivering. I took an Uber to his apartment. They have a 24-hour coin
concierge.
Concierge. Is that like someone who watches the door?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though they know me, they said they can't let me in without his permission. He unblocked me just to call me, and he was crying. He just said, please leave, and I wanted to melt. I took an Uber home after that. I have a lot I need to save, but I want to apologize and tell him I love him. I was being selfish and shouldn't have planned spending the rest of my life spoiling him. Really though? Like you spoiled him on his literal fucking birthday?
Like you can't even spoil him one day out of the year. Like the one day he has a birthday, and you're like, oh, I would have spoiled him every other time.
Yeah, every day that wasn't his birthday. He
It's not
spoils
an
me rotten,
important day.
and I haven't reciprocated like I should have. That changes now, and I will be the GF he deserves, because I'm telling you, he's the best boyfriend I ever had. I mean, I'm like leaning towards maybe this is like 70% real, because...
I think so.
No,
No, you don't think
just
so? You think it's fake?
yeah, I think it's real. I
think
it
it's
just
real
hit a point
entirely.
where an abusive like archetype just got connected for me, and
Yeah.
I'll talk about that in a second once we finish.
Especially
the post.
because like the age demographic is still reasonable for some people having like no relationship experience. Like she's 23, and I have met some.
there's a very
23-year-olds.
like there's a there's a very specific like archetype here where she is trying to claim that his inability to, or like his unwillingness to speak with her after this kind of pain that she caused is a communication issue, as in he's the one refusing to communicate and trying to frame it as though she's the victim in this scenario, when in reality what's actually happening is that he's already communicated the fact that he wants to be left alone. And that is a
that's
very
true.
common like abuse archetype by people, where they will try to like reframe a situation where they're in the wrong to try and like either zero it out or neutralize it, or perhaps even flip the script onto themselves.
I agree
It's
a bit
either
with
like
that. Like that is a bit too like, how should I put this? It's a bit too
There's too much
smart.
complexity.
The
into this
undertones are
post
too
for it to
smart.
not be-
I'll post
yeah.
I'll post a vote for chat. Is the story real?
Real
Yes
or
or no?
fake?
Yeah, let's see if people think it's real or not.
I think it's real because the age demographic makes sense, and that it's like this is their only post, and they have like responses where they're like low-key defending themselves while also taking accountability. Like they're attempting to take some form of accountability, which I think if someone was attempting to rage bait, it wouldn't be like
They would be
kinda, like,
fully like upfront with it, but this is like a political accountability where like you take enough accountability so you can point to your constituents. It's like, no, see, look, we already took accountability for our mistakes, but it's also not taking enough accountability to where you're legally liable.
Yeah, exactly. Whether or
Someone
not
says
like
it
they're not
sounds like
actually
abuse.
in the wrong.
I don't know if I would constitute this as abuse.
No, not
per
abuse, but
se. I would-
manipulative.
yeah.
Definitely, it's like, you know.
Yeah.
I
they
said
did
that it's an
something-
abusive connection, which is probably why they're like, agreeing with
Uh,
that. It's
yeah.
more of the fact of like, this is a sign of abusive behavior, but it is not inherently.
Yeah,
like,
I think the
abusive
word
behavior.
abusive gets thrown around like way too much. Not saying that you were doing that. I just mean in terms of
I know.
like,
I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
No, but this feels like the sort of person that could definitely become more abusive if, for example, the boyfriend decided to
I
stay.
mean,
Because if they're willing to lie about this stuff, you know, then it becomes like a whole emotional thing where they try to make the partner feel bad constantly, but they are the one who's actually lying and doing wrong things and so on and so forth.
I don't like it sounds to me like I don't know, like she's not going like full in on the whole like, oh, this is his fault. I think she's dealing with the guilty conscience of the like, oh, well, he should have communicated. It's like, no, I think you should take accountability for your actions there. Like it seems more from my perspective that it's like a denial guilt conscience about like, hey, you were immature and incredibly stupid. But I'm not seeing anything that's very much like,
this
oh
is
my God, this is
one of those like
fault.
subconscious lies that you're simultaneously telling yourself, but you know that it's not true, but you're also telling it to others to try to save face.
Yeah,
so you're trying to convince two parties at once.
Yeah, you're trying to get other people to comfort you so you don't have to feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Aaron, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, you beautiful bean. Okay, so for the voting, 82% thinks it's real. So I found the comments as well. Here's the one with 1,100 downvotes. You're not, this is the one they're replying to. You're not ready for commitment or relationship. You need to grow up. These are not mistakes. They are choices you made. And you're only now sorry because you got caught being a butthole. And here's the OP replying. I messed up, but I'm genuinely trying to make this right. You're right, I need to grow up, and that's why I'm starting today. I'm going to spoil him rotten. Sounds like the relationship is already over. The relationship was completely one-sided, and it's time for it to change. I want him to feel valued and special. Why didn't you at least give him a gift?
That's, yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's see. The grown-up thing to do is not to spoil him rotten. The grown-up thing to do is not contact people who have you blocked. Sorry you fucked this one up, but hopefully you've learned and won't do that again with a different person. I mean, because this person does not want you anymore. Someone says, sounds like you want to love bomb him. Also, imagine having the gall getting mad at ones because they don't help you deceive your partner. Yeah, that's another thing. They were like, why did my friend not like private their stories? I'm like, because it's not their job to go along with their deception. Like other people have lives that don't exist around your wants and desires.
It's very like main character-esque, isn't it? It's like everyone has to make their socials private so my lie can be defended from my boyfriend. It's kind of like
that love bombing aspect is also just entirely like signs of being toxic. Not necessarily abusive, but it's definitely like a form of like
pretty
gross toxicity.
Yeah, once the consequences come.
They said about a year.
Okay,
about a year, and you're just now like, no, I want to start spoiling him. It's like you had a year. You had
and the birthday.
Entire year.
And the birthday, which is usually the day when stuff gets spoiled.
Yeah, it's like you had a year and a birthday, which is a little bit
And here they're also defending stuff, and this is also what makes me think this is more like real. A comment saying, I think he's done all the communicating he needs to. You lied to him on his birthday so that you could go out drinking with other guys instead of spending an evening with your boyfriend. That wasn't an accident. It was a very deliberate choice. A very selfish one. He's better off without you. And then OP responds and says, I don't like your framing. Oh, you can read it. You can read, yeah. Do your dramatic voice.
I don't like your framing. James is my friend and he has a girlfriend. I wasn't drinking with other guys. I was drinking with other people. There were both guys and girls there, including James's girlfriend.
So this is also like downplaying the sin, so to say. It's like, no, it wasn't.
It's people. It's just people. It's not so bad. It wasn't even other dudes.
I might play a little bit devil's advocate here, slightly. Hear me out.
All right, go for it. Yeah, let's hear it.
I think framing it as like you were off drinking with other guys, kind of like alluding to you were cheating-esque type behavior.
Yeah,
is probably not justified. It's probably not an accurate charge to tack on here if the James guy had a girlfriend. And
no, it doesn't sound like there was any cheating. But at least if it was me, I would still be upset that they chose to spend. It's not like
with other people. I think the way that they're framing it in their comment is like, oh, you're spending time with other guys.
Yeah, like you went on another date instead of my birthday, kind of. But
it's kind of how
still,
they're like.
I think it still would feel like cheating, but not in that way. It still feels like, you know,
it would feel fucking terrible. It's like you chose these random people versus me, but it's not like she was do anything intimate with these people, it sounds like.
Yep,
So
man.
I will play a slight bit of a devil's advocate there.
No,
Like, for example, I've seen posts of girls literally just being in the same room as guys, and guys in comments, particularly Instagram, because where like the goon behavior thrives, and they're like,
God.
you're literally cheating by being in the same room as other guys. I'm
But
like,
Instagram
that is-
comments also have like a room temperature collective IQ. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Instagram
Literally
comments are so
covered a
brain dead.
post on my Vault channel where someone's boyfriend was like upset because their brother spent the night and slept on the couch. And he was like, it's disrespectful that you had another man in your house. It's like, it's my brother. Yeah, but you just don't understand where I'm coming from. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, you're coming from the loony bin, bro. Well,
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
that's what
Bro
you're
is
calling
coming
it.
from the Goonie bin. Dude has fucking seen some shit on the hub
Yeah,
and has
bro,
informed his
yeah.
entire reality.
Exactly.
Well,
What you
It's-
doing on my
it's-
couch, step bro?
Yeah. mhm.
it's such like an insane cycle because people will like view women to be like how they are on the hub, and then they'll turn around and be like, God, I can't wait to get a girlfriend. The rare chance happens they get a girlfriend, and now all they can think about is how their girlfriend is like how they are off the hub, because that's how they view women. And then they start getting incredibly insecure because the girlfriend's nice to them, and they're just waiting around for the shoe to drop, so they're trying to get ahead of that like storm before it happens, so they just have like an incredibly insecure relationship the whole time, and then it like crumbles and burns.
Yeah, it's like
just
all the relationship gurus that always make relationships
Yeah.
sound like some underlying strategy or
Dude,
exchange.
I literally got a video recommended on my feed. It was like, it has like 77,000 views, and it says 99% of your problems will go away if you just become masculine. I was like, what? It's like,
Yes,
okay.
that's the solution. About to
I mean,
cry, little piss baby. Just be more masculine.
But it's
Except
like
receding hairline, I
the people who are
suppose.
watching this are the people who are like sitting at home playing League, fearful of the sun. It's
Yep.
it's just like does not add up at all.
No. It's those kind of people that love to give very loud, confident advice, but they don't represent what they're trying to advise about.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. Okay, let's see. We have some more beautiful controversials. Let's see.
Oh, I don't like that one.
I saw a racist text between my boyfriend and his friend.
I meant the one above that.
Oh, this one. Guy, 39M, and I, 33F, dating, told me he slept with a much younger girl, 39 and 19. Damn, that's...
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
The part that worries me is that, like, what if he just simply, like, did a little +2 to the age to, like, you know, both admit to it, but also not
make
Yeah.
it technically legal. Like, okay, I'm
That's
gonna take a sneak peek at it without
You can
showing
be
the whole thing.
morally mad at me, but not legally mad at me.
39 and 19 is insane.
Oh, the
that
post
is
has been
crazy.
is it been nuked? I think.
Oh,
No.
God. Just use undid it if it's been nuked.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, wait.
Or
Fuck, I have
maybe
undid on
there
this
wasn't
computer.
anything in the post to begin with. Maybe it's only the title.
Possibly.
That would be
I guess some.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh no, the comments are talking about it. To me, the fact that he quickly lied and tried to say that she was 20 just goes to show that he knows it's gross and was trying to come off as less of a creep. When I was 37, I couldn't imagine dating a 25-year-old, much less sleep with
Oh,
a teenager. So, yeah.
He said 20 originally and then went down to 19.
Yeah, it's like, oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
that
nah.
just makes my theory more like.
No.
I don't think I'm having a sneaking suspicion that she might not have even been 19.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that
Yeah.
like my first theory was that she was probably actually like younger than 18, and then he's like trying to like, you know, get the ethical confession but not the legal confession.
I just
Yeah.
realized that the age is more than double, you know. I was just doing the math, and it's like 20 years different.
Oh my god, you're right.
Even if you want to like, you know, assume that it was truthful about the 19 thing, which is like, damn, that's one hell of a gap. It's like,
Oh my god.
it's more than doubled age. What the fuck? Oh my god.
The
What-
rule of
what-
thumb for like
Half
age
plus
gap
7.
discourse, like the age gap discourse rule of thumb is divide your age then add 8, and then like if it's above the age of 18, then like it's fine. But if it's below the age of 18, then like the age gap is too large. That's what Tumblr
Isn't
said.
it half plus
Oh,
7,
what
something like
Tumblr
that?
says.
So for example, if you're 30, that's pretty
11
low.
plus 7.
Like 30 would be 22, 23.
Yeah, so that means that like that's the youngest that like you would be like.
I mean, yeah.
Ethical dating.
I could
maybe.
sort of see that, I suppose. I still think in most cases you would just be in vastly different stages of life, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Trust me,
so-
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
it's
I
like
suppose there's a difference between, like, you know, oh, if you happen to meet someone at the pub and you hit it off and have a bit of fun together, and it's like, oh wow, one is 23, one is 30, who gives a shit? But I struggle to see it as like a functioning relationship. There probably are good examples out there, but
I just don't know how if you're like 30, you wouldn't be able to like recognize that someone is like 23 area, kind of looking around there, because there are some like 20 like 21 to 23 has like its own kind of like look, like you're like getting to your 20s, but I don't know. Well, I guess it's kind of different for every person, but I guess where I take like big issue is I'll definitely get some flack for this, is kind of like the Twitter brain mentality of, oh my, it's like the second someone's 18, that's a full-fledged mentally sound consenting adult, and they should be able to date anyone who like from all the way up to like 100 years old. And I'm like, that's there
is
a bad dynamic. That's not.
I think it's also the kind
not
of fact that
reality.
like I have seen people that have like age gaps where it works. I have also seen where it's used as a tool to take advantage of someone. So what I usually tell people is that what you should look out for, especially as the younger party, is that sometimes you will bump into people who like you for the age gap and for the power dynamic that it brings. Like the dynamic itself has a tendency to attract the wrong people to begin with. Yeah, but man, I think for me, I don't think I would. I mean, I'm not single. I haven't been single for a long time, but I don't think I would be interested in going out with someone who wasn't like graduated from uni. I mean, that sort of age.
Well,
It's
my
like-
my kind of question for people like that is like, I did a video on a guy who was 60, I think 62, and he was dating a 19-year-old, and I got a lot of
Oh.
I got a lot of flack for it. People are like, "Are you just saying that guys shouldn't be able to date then?" I was like, the guy literally states that the girl is 3 years younger than his daughter in the video. I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
like
I don't think that's it. They're like, and the thing too is like he would like fly her out under the promise of like, dude, I want to like help you get TikTok famous and stuff. And people are like, well, what's wrong with that? I'm like, that's a power.
that
It's
is
like,
group.
as
Yeah,
a,
that
as
is.
a, as a 60-year-old person, what the hell do you have in
No,
common?
that's what I mean. That's
with
what I
a
mean with like the
19-year-old?
inherent power dynamics that come with it, because then it's not like, you know, this isn't people with an age gap that happen to meet at the pub and hit it off for a night. You know, this is like, I'm gonna fly out to different fucking state, isolate you from everything, and now your career is gonna depend on me, your money is gonna depend on me. It's like, bruh.
Yeah, it's
Bruh.
like the amount of comments I got from like old men being like, she's 19, she's old enough to make her own decisions. I'm like, she is like barely a year out of high school. In some cases, she could still be in high school. It's like, you have, like, brother, you have no hair and like knee problems. Like the life change is nowhere near the same.
10 years at 27, 37 worked for me in chat. That I can totally see. Then you're like,
Well, yeah,
you know,
because you're like
adult.
in your 20s. Like, yeah.
One thing I think is also important to remember when it comes to age gap is that it matters less the older you are. Like, you know, a 10-year age gap between someone who's 28 and 18 is going to be huge. An age gap between someone who's 30 and 40 is like, it's not that big of a
Yeah,
deal.
because that's someone who just got out of high school and doesn't have like solid work experience yet beyond maybe like an entry level high school job. And then on top of that, it's also someone who hasn't even really entered uni yet, and like they're just getting their bearings. They probably still could be living at home with their parents. But
Like,
someone who's 28 and 38, that's like someone who's graduated, who's on their own, who has developed as an adult, and who's like already like, has
a
their shit
good-
figured out.
I
think
still
a
think
good-
going like.
I think a good
continue.
like rule of thumb when it comes to that sort of stuff, and also to avoid bad dynamics, is that are both people like independent in of themselves at the point when you meet, you know? Because I think back, for example, I had a couple of older ladies I dated when I was younger, and that never turned out to be anything bad, because at that point in my life I was already like independent enough. I had my own place, I was doing my studies, I was working, you know, part-time, that kind of stuff. So it was like there was never anything bad going on, because both were just independent adults. And then it's like, meh. But I've also heard horror stories of when people are really, really creepy about it, like this one, when they fly them out to different places and like isolate their lives and like do it as a massive power dynamic. So I think the key thing for me that I've seen has always been like, like, that was a good little little background comment. Oh my god. But yeah. Everyone needs to be independent adults. That's like a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see what else we got going on here. I could rant about this specific like thing of age gaps for quite some time.
Yeah.
What's we working with here? 25F to 28 mil. Are all men like this?
I want to see the
You might
racist one. That's the one that I'm interested.
The
Oh, never
racist
mind. I
one.
see some asterisks that are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
never
shit!
Mind,
No,
never mind. Wait,
I'm not
I mean,
reading
that
that
one-
one out
one?
loud. That's fine for
That's
me.
Don't worry.
Let's check
I'll
the
carry
all
this
men
cross.
like this.
I'll bear this cross chat.
Christ Wonder.
No. Okay, Wonder.
No.
You read the line with that censored word that starts with N. That sounds great, right?
Okay.
How to Kill a
You got this.
Mockingbird page, whatever.
Yeah. Fuck.
This is how Jesus felt before he was nailed to the cross.
God. Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's
Just nuke 3 careers in one sentence, dude. What the fuck?
What? Like Jesus, you sacrifice for the sins of others. All right, 20.
Yeah, you know, saying the N-word, that's how Jesus felt when we were getting nailed to the cross.
So he's
Jesus
hanging on the
Wonder.
cross, and like the guard goes up and like, "Gee, what did you do? Say the N word on Twitter?"
First time, you know, it's just like
First time. Fucking meme. Ooh, I met my husband when I was 20. This is from chat, not the story. Met my husband when I was 22 and he was 32. Married 25, 35. Been married for 17 years this year. Neither of us are super dependent on the other. But then it sounds like everyone was just like adults on their own beforehand. Like that's what I mean. I think it's more about like the adult dynamic more than specific numbers, if that makes sense. I think what people look out for in general is when people, like, you know, like I said, there's a difference between hitting it off and both people are fully fledged adult versus like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna casually cruise past my local high school every day. You know, it's like,
Hey, girl, what day you turn 18 so I can be there to pick you up from school?
when
Yeah,
you
you know,
hang out
yeah,
with when you hang out with your like 40-year-old friend, he says we're going fishing. You're like, all right, so you grab your and you're just like, why are you just hanging out in the school parking lot? Not that kind of fishing, boy. Not that kind of fishing. Slim pickings out here, boy. That's crazy.
ooh, this is a fun super chat. Part of my capstone for my bachelor's in history includes age of consent laws in the USA. As early as 1890, the youngest age
my
of consent
God.
was 7 in Delaware. How the fuck?
Whoa, what?
Oh my god! But yeah, not in 1890. Yeah.
Who the hell looked at a 7-year-old and you're like, yeah.
I mean,
old enough.
you have done enough YouTube videos on like TikTok creeps. Are you actually asking this question?
That's
Jesus,
true.
that's
true.
after the
I-
Civil War. So that's like,
I mean, from like a state standpoint, like I can't. What your homie in the 1800s being like, yeah, I'm moving to Delaware. Like, why?
With my wife, she's 7.
My wife. It's the only place we can get married.
Can you imagine like you're with the bros in the war and one of your bros brings out that little picture thing you have around your neck and she's like, yeah, it's my wife. It's like, are you sure about that? Like,
He brings up the photo and you're like, thinking about your daughter? What?
Yeah,
No,
that's my wife.
no, that's my wife.
Oh, fucking god. Oh. History sucks. Somehow history
yeah.
sucks even more than modern days. Maybe that's like a positive twist. Things still suck, but they certainly sucked more before.
nah, I have bad news. In one of the states, I think Louisiana, they just like undid a lot of like child marriage laws.
Oh yeah,
So like
Oh, yeah.
banning it.
yeah.
So yeah, no,
always
we're
makes
going
you-
back at full speed ahead. Click.
It's always interesting being like the type of lawmaker who's like, no, we need to change this. There needs to be, you should be able
It's
to
our
do this.
God-given right to do this.
It's my God-given right to marry.
I thought
a
this was the
15-year-old.
land of the free. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh
Free to
my
go.
god.
I thought this was a free country. Not to do that, you sick fuck.
Exactly. It should be free for the other person too. That's sort of the point. Your freedom doesn't trump the other person's freedom. What the fuck, man? Bruh. Okay, well, should we read this story before we get too depressed?
Yeah.
I mean, not that this story...
I'm already pretty depressed, but
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
25F, 28M. Are all men like this? This starts off great. Fellas, are all men like this?
maybe. I gotta find out.
Yeah, we'll see what it is. So this is a 2-month-old relationship, already starting great. And just like every couple, we are currently in our honeymoon stage. We are getting to know each other. I've had seriously bad relationships in the past. My recent ex cheated on me, and I have trust issues. That sucks, damn. One thing with my ex was that he used to check out other girls, maybe trying to catch eye contact or checking their butt or bodies, whatever. I don't want to feel how I felt in the past, but my current boyfriend is kind of doing the same. Or, I don't know, it's just me and my trust issues. I mean, it also depends on, like, I don't know, what kind of looking do you mean? Do you look like, oh, I accidentally glanced over at the neighboring
Is he like
table?
licking his lips ravenously?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is he doing like, oh yeah, look at that sweet gut, or is it
against
like,
each other motion, like, oh
Yeah.
mama, like, crazy.
bruh. Fun fact, governments like the USA only last 2 to 250 years and then will decline for up to 100 years. Ooh,
Well, that's not true.
We're living in
because
the best time.
We've been around for Wait.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. That doesn't make much sense.
One time, when we
Oh,
were at a
no.
coffee date, we started declining as a country. I peeped him, kinda looking at a specific direction too often, and saw there was some girl. I didn't say anything. And then we recently went on a weekend trip to a warm weather place, so most people were wearing revealing clothes. I was looking at my phone, but I wasn't really focused on anything, so at the time I could see where he was looking at. He turned his head to the left, continued looking down again at his phone. So I looked at where he looked, and I saw 3 girls with short dresses and shorts, so he was checking them. Okay, but was he like staring, or did he briefly turn his head because some people were frolicking on the beach, laughing and tossing balls around? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of non-existent context.
See, so I looked at where he looked, and I just want to know, is this an early sign that he may cheat, or is this something like not that serious and just the way men are?
I hate that. I
feel
hate that
like-
it's formulated. Oh my god! I think most people glance at other people. It doesn't mean that there is like intention.
Yeah, I mean, if
behind
you're
it.
like doing it ravenously, like, and that's like a
Or was like salivating at
Yeah.
his chop.
yeah,
like
You're like,
like
oh yeah, look at that.
People look in the general. People look at people. That's just kind of how our monkey brains are wired. But you can also like actively make the choice to be respectful to your partner as well.
Yeah, if you
So I don't-
always to lick your chops and like rub your
Yeah,
hands.
I
together.
don't think he's gonna be like, man, I'm gonna go cheat. But at the same time, on his side, if he's doing it so insanely like obvious and like stuff, and not making like an active effort to not really
I mean,
like
what also gets
constantly
me.
do that.
I mean, maybe it's because they don't want to bring up too many examples. I don't know. But if the only examples you have, it's like one time there was you were in the coffee and looking at a specific direction, and it's like, were they like behind you? So it's like, your eyes wander kind of naturally because stuff is moving around in front of you, And the second time, there's like only 2 examples, and none of them seem particularly intense. Like I said, we have 0 context here, but I don't know. People tend to look
Like,
around.
Bro just shouldn't be like creepy about it. Like that's just all it comes down to. Like
Yeah.
I feel
monkey
like,
brains get a monkey brain. Just don't fucking lick your chops and like salivate
just
about it.
Don't goon
it's
about
like-
it.
like prioritize your partner first. Like, you're a human, but also
Here's actually
prioritize your
a
partner.
good comment that said in the chat, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that your attraction to Wait, oh my god, I clicked on something wrong. It doesn't mean that your attraction to others is magically turned off. That reminds me of a quote I heard from a very old family member who has passed away a bunch of years ago. But they said something kind of beautiful, the way they meant it, at least. It was something like, I'm with my wife because I choose her every day. And that's kind of beautiful in a way. It's like, I acknowledge that, yeah, of course, there will be temptations, like, fucking some person giving you the eyes on the bus home or whatever, but it's like, no, I choose my partner. And I think like there's something... That's why, and I think there's something... I mean, of course, maybe this boy hasn't gotten to that point yet. Maybe he is actually looking and being poopy about it. But, I think that's a beautiful way to see it, because that means your partner actually means the most to you. Even if there is some sort of temptation, you would actively make the choice that, no, this is not good. This is not worth it. I'm already with the one I want to be with. Why would I ever do that?
See, but Click, the problem is that after you say that, the guy's going to hear that and then go, don't worry, babe, I choose you every day. Anyways, back to licking my chops and rubbing my hands together.
I do have to say that, like, with Oz, there is some sentiment there. Like, people will take it and then hold no, like, accountability for themselves. They'll be like, oh, okay, like, my partner is like, well, I choose my partner, so it's okay if I goon 24/7 as long as I, choose my partner. It's like, no, bro.
Yeah, but I think it's like, I think you have to take it with the right context. Like, people are gonna use all kinds of bullshit to excuse like stuff that is obviously bad.
As Bruno Mars once said, they might say hey, I might say hey, but you shouldn't worry about what they say, cause they got nothing on you.
I catch a grenade for y'all.
Wait, what does it mean by this stream has been copyright struck by UMG? Huh. Wow, Wonder, you got a good voice. You got Click copyright struck.
Oh no, that is so sad. There's definitely some nuance here. Yeah, I think so too. I think there's definitely nuance. I think there's a nuance between, like, your partner doesn't turn, like, completely socially disconnected from the entire world the moment you're together, but also don't use it as an excuse, like Oz said. It's like, you can't just be like, oh, but I'm with you. What do you mean? Time to go back to the gooning sesh. It's like, okay, maybe, like, there's a little bit of a gray zone there.
Maybe. I feel like so many people try to work within, like, the bounds of being like, oh, dude, I'm doing, like, the bare minimum here. Like, sweetheart, like, I have 100 tabs open, but I still goon to you at the end of the day. But
it's
I will say on the
maybe
flip side,
maybe that sounds worse. It's 100 tabs of you.
100 tabs.
I goon to you, darling. No one else is worthy of my goonship.
But on the flip side, if you like don't like to fully expect people to not find other people attractive, just like from like a generic standpoint, that's also not realistic. And so if you're like, oh my god, my partner finds other people attractive, it's like, that's such a, I've been in that position before where like someone expects that of you, and it makes you feel like you're put in this insane guilt box 24/7. You're like, oh my god, I found someone attractive. To them, this is cheating. Oh my god, I'm a dirty
that's
cheater.
not good.
And it's like, that's just insane to put that on another person.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely nuts. No. I think it can turn very toxic in both directions, right? Yeah. I think you can both use it as an excuse, like, but I choose you, babe, I'm with you, but I'm just gonna goon to the shit out of all these other girls at the beach. But then you can also make it toxic the other direction. It's like, you're oh my god, if you do a thought crime of, like, thinking a shape is shapely, then you're a criminal. It's like, you can make it very extreme and very toxic in both directions.
Says, I'm polyamorous. Please go to other people. You can deal with other things. But I don't think everyone, like, if that works
not
for
everyone
you,
can
fine.
handle
Not every
polyamory, because, like, that requires, like, a very specific kind of outlook on how, like, you and your partner's relationship is, and just not everyone is wired that way.
Yeah, and just because you find someone attractive doesn't mean that you like want to sleep with them or get things from that person. So it's like, doesn't have to be that way. Like, you can just objectively find people attractive, or be like, wow, she was, like, cute, and then go about your day. And then another person here says, and this is not to critique someone, but they're saying, like, people rather cheat and lie. Well, it's like, it's just not the same for like everyone. Like again, like polyamory might work for other people, but to be like that's the solution is not exactly like what everyone looks. So for example, to like generalize attraction as being like solely like, all right, when I look at someone who's attractive, that 100% equals that the pants got to be coming off, or this attraction cannot be compartmentalized in any other way, then it's just not like, I don't know. I personally don't agree with it from that standpoint, but you know, again, to each their own.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty valid, to be honest. And I mean, I don't think that's a good expectation to have, at least not for me in relationships, I suppose. I don't know. There is a balance
Also,
between like respecting your partner and also controlling, I think. And controlling
is
for like
also
no
like
practical
oh,
reasons,
sorry.
really. Oh yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
There is also another aspect about like polyamory that gets a really bad rap, is that a lot of times that people hear about polyamory, it's from like a guy that's like, hey babe, I think we should be poly for a little bit so we can like, you know, expand our horizons. But really he just wants to justify like, you know, the fact that he just wants to cheat on his girlfriend and get away with it.
Yeah, that's like a bad stereotype for sure. And some people probably try to use that as an excuse when they're not really poly to begin with.
Another
More than likely.
John said, "Heteros are so weird. If my hubby checks out another guy, I look too. No jealousy. We both look." That reminds me so much of that beautiful like shitpost meme that is like, whenever Henry Cavill comes up on screen, my girlfriend sneaks off to the bathroom for like 20 minutes. I don't get it. Anyway, it gives me enough time to jank one out to Henry Cavill.
I feel like I'm gonna get full. I don't want to be the guy. I feel like I'm gonna get flack for it, but like to say that like only heteros experience like jealousy is not like an accurate assessment.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. I think this
It's
is more
not accurate like at.
I think this is more like a joking
yeah.
comment where it's
Yeah,
like if you
definitely-
both
definitely
like the
definitely
same
like a
sort of
joke,
people, you
yeah.
check them out together instead of jealous. I think it's more like a very contextual, lighthearted
Yeah.
joke.
No, absolutely, yeah.
From what I've heard,
see.
you can cheat in a poly relationship too. Oh, definitely, yeah. I've had some people I've known that have had poly relationships, and then it's usually like very agreed upon who is like involved with it and that kind of stuff, and doing things outside of what is like predetermined. It's just different boundaries, basically. So breaking those boundaries would still be cheating. It doesn't mean that you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
It requires like crystal clear communication. You have to be like willing to talk to your partner about where you're willing to set limits and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's a Henry Cavill gaycation that would cure all relationship issues in the world, I think. It's all about the gaycation.
What other posts are we working here with, gentlemen?
Oh, let's see if we have any more cursed controversial bullshit. Let's see. Let's see. I want something with a lot of comments and no upvotes. It's very fun.
I'm internally crying about how bad Nvidia's recent launch was still, even though it's already
Let's
been
see.
like a month.
Mari says, another poly person here, even within that framework, it's still super important to respect other boundaries. If your partner is uncomfortable with you oogling, stop oogling. Yeah, that's also fair. Or if you're naturally oogling, then maybe you aren't meant for each other either. It's a balance, I suppose. But it depends on the level of oogling. Like, if you're rubbing your hands together and drooling over your neighbor, maybe it's not so good. Oh my god. Yep, there are jealous gay guys, but there aren't enough of us gays to have the luxury to nuke a relationship over being jealous. Jesus Christ. Now we're gonna get into statistics. I don't experience attraction outside of my relationship because I'm demi-ace. That is, that kind of makes it less dramatic, maybe, in a way, honestly. Let's see. Ooh, this is kind of a... Okay, it looks like it's not safe for work written. Oh my god, it's kind of long. Why does this have some...
Wait, what?
My 25M girlfriend 24F said I was on the smaller side to her friends after our first time. How do I proceed? Damn.
Oh no.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no. No. My ex would straight up tell me, even though I see beautiful girls every day in Vietnam, I still think about you, which felt very backhanded. That's weird. Did you all see that Simpson episode a bunch of years ago where there was like these postcards that are supposed to say wish you were here, but instead they say wish you were her, and it's like a picture of some girl.
Wish you were her.
Yeah, and Homer sends it home to Marge. He's like, I wish he wouldn't send these fucking things. It's like, yeah, there is, that sounds more like the kind of, backhanded thing we were talking about before, where it's like, I promise I choose you, babe, now back to gooning. It's like, nah, not good.
Don't worry, princess, I'm only going to goon to you.
I only goon to you, kitten.
Oh my god. When you say it like that, I kind of want you to cheat. I'm gonna be honest.
Want me to cheat? Oh, I didn't know you were like that. We'll buy you a fun chair.
Every night I pull up your Instagram and scroll through it, and that's my material. Aren't you proud, darling?
I am never leaving this cock chair.
I doodle you by memory.
One of my boyfriends is a touchy-feely type, but I'm not. So I say go cuddle with Name and we hang out later. It may not work out for others, but it works out for us. I think it's like different things for different people. I also think, honestly, it's kind of fascinating when you discuss relationship stuff. I remember when I've done it in videos before, and I'm usually not particularly extreme one way or another, I would think. It's usually pretty respectful. But I have noticed people, like in the comments and stuff, disagreeing and arguing about various things. And I think a lot of it, honestly, like sometimes stuff is just black and white bad, someone cheated or lied, like, the birthday story, for example. But sometimes I also think it's just that people have different boundaries and expectations on what a relationship is. So they will completely agree or disagree on various things that is okay for someone else and vice versa. Or it can also be, personal experience. If someone is like, oh, but my gut, why is oogling so bad? And then another one is like, yeah, I had an ex it started with oogling. And then he nailed the babysitter, so it's like, yeah.
It happens, bro. We do that.
Yeah, it's just that quirky thing.
I actually nailed the babysitter again. How geez.
And then you come in and it's just a crucifixion. What the fuck? Not again, husband. Damn.
Dude, sorry, we had the polycule discussed and you are voted off the island. Get out of here, Garrick.
God, stop voting people off the poly. No.
You are voted off the polycule. We took a vote.
No, don't do that. God. This has been an amazing stream. Love the collab. Thank you, Click, for streaming, and thank you, Austin Wonder, for joining, and love the three of you. Thank you so much, lady, you beautiful bean. I do hope you enjoyed this very interesting stream. All right, so we were reading this post about smaller sides. So this is from the dude's perspective. Hey, yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, that's okay. God. Whatever, bro.
Whatever.
Continue reading.
I just wanted to clarify a few things before you guys burn me alive. No, this isn't an AI post or karma farming. I'm just struggling with a lot of anxiety and could use some hopefully friendly advice. It's weird. That sounds something like what an AI would say. I, 25M, just found out that my girlfriend, 24F, referred to me as being on the smaller side to her friends after our first time sleeping with each other, now almost 1.5 years ago. That's kind of a weird thing. I don't think I have ever commented on my partner's privates with my friends. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Nah. Anyway. She said it with a crying emoji next to it, and her friends asked if it was a deal breaker. What, have you seen these texts? Oh, this can't be good for mental health, man. Oh, nah. One friend said that it doesn't matter and it's all about the motion, and my partner said it was still an advocate for bigger things because she had her fair share. How did you? I don't like this. This is okay, but that it wasn't a deal breaker because being in love and feeling safe, etc., was more important. Okay, that's sort of wholesome, I suppose, but could have skipped the rest. Since finding this out 2 weeks ago, I have been experiencing a lot of anxiety around it, mostly around having intrusive thoughts about those messages and insecurities about myself, my ability to please her. I mean, being insecure about that kind of stuff, yeah, like, man, I could only think about finding out like that kind of thing. It's like, hey, here's a group chat from my partner where they're like being critical about my private parts. That's like a highway to insecurities, I'm gonna be honest. Bruh. Stepped away, but I'm glad you're equally upset about Delaware. I'm not an alcoholic, just an historian in training. Oh my god. I would be like, I don't want to hear about your partner's ding-dong, and he probably doesn't want you sharing. Yeah, that's probably valid. Oh, let's see, did my Discord die? No, I just heard you make a noise. Is listening to the beautiful voice.
I sent a message to we're talking about removing you from our polycule click.
That sounds valid. You want to give me like some feedback in my exit letter?
No. What? What'd you say?
What?
Oh my god,
I was sending you a message about our.
Can you imagine like the most dissing way to do that I could think about is like, hey, we were discussing boundaries in this relationship, and we have decided that you are outside of the boundary.
What if it was even worse? Like, we think you need to establish these boundaries. Like, we need to establish boundaries in the relationships. I think you need to establish this boundary for yourself.
No. Hey, you need to not be so insensitive about me talking to your friends about your Wednesdays.
No. My girlfriend and I had a long convo about it after the fact, where she reassured me that I always please her. It was an immature comment, an immature mindset to base off of blah blah blah, that I am the perfect size and have boyfriend, husband, PP. Lol. We've also had a long enough relationship together where I know stuff has been going great, and have countless texts and memories of things she said about how great it was. Yeah, but like, it's still, I mean, it sounds like it's an old text, I guess, but still.
Bro is going through all 5 stages of grief.
Yeah, basically.
Oh
my god.
I love how he refers to it as, I love the line, massive dong lol. That's amazing.
I always love it when like a sentence is a bit too awkward, so you just add a lol after it to make it a bit less serious. It's the opposite of adding a dot after a sentence. It just lightens it up instead of like, you know. Obviously, I'm aware that I don't have a massive dong lol. Oh, that's where it came. Okay, now I found it. Like most men, I measured it, 6, which I've always assured was at worst average, slightly above if you trust the studies that say 5 to 5.5. I remember I did something like this. We did like curves and normal distributions of penises when I was in school, and we had our statistical programs. Yeah, we did.
You still have the data?
No, sadly not. I don't have the subscription to my MATLAB anymore.
It's okay. We can recreate the study.
That's good.
I'll pass.
It's okay.
Sample size of 3. My anxiety has gotten so bad that when we do intimate things, the thought of me being small is in my head. Like I feel I'm not able to fully get aroused or be present in the moment because of it. I mean, this isn't even... I mean, they actually wrote like the sizes and stuff out. People, it sounds like these people, is this real? Is this story real, or is this someone that's watched too much porn?
Someone who's watched too much porn, because to like put some context in it, like a monster can is 6 inches tall.
Yeah, right. Like, bruh, like 6 inches is kind of like a long distance. Like, wait, let me. I think I have a measuring stick. Hold on a sec. Hold on, I'll get my.
I don't like
stick.
how this is going.
I'm gonna
Let me get one
I
as
need
well.
an adult.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think 6 inches is like.
All right. Let's see.
That's like default.
Let's see. Does this one have inches as well as centimeters? Maybe. I'll translate it. Hold on.
I don't like that.
No, it's okay.
Measuring dicks. Hold on, let me get a measuring tape real quick.
Yep.
Click
This one has
reveal.
Science.
inches and centimeters. Guys,
Science.
you're in luck.
Science, baby. So that will be 15.24 centimeters. So that's like this. That's quite sizable. That's like my head, you know? Yeah? You see? Quite sizable. This is what autism looks like, by the way. Chat, please.
This
Chat,
is
please.
so insane. Like looking on stream, seeing you whip out a ruler and then like look down and you're like, dude, look at that. You like come up with like the 1 inch. You're like, bro, that's pretty cool.
Look at this. This is, you're calling this small? Like this?
What are you doing here? What are you
Yeah, I'm
doing
not-
here?
Yeah, so anyway.
What are we doing? Do we need to like ban you
Why
from
is
Chuck
this a
E. Cheese?
thing?
Yeah, so anyway. Clicky, it's nice to see you having so much fun with your friends. Thank you.
Dude,
I mean, at least I'm
yeah,
having
no,
fun.
measuring-
Click refers to me as an acquaintance.
I got a text saying, "What are you doing?" Anyway, let's move on. My issue is my
Wild.
Dude, you gotta think about the context for that, bud.
anyway. My issue
We're talking about
is
big size. Let me grab my ruler, guys. Hold on a second.
what do you mean?
Oh
I have a
my
ruler.
God.
This is my
Look at this
tool.
right here.
It's my tool
Thanos level
closet.
cock,
It's
dude.
my
That's
tool. I have a
insane.
hammer in there as well. It's my tool closet.
Bro, that's
All
hell
right.
yeah. I
I
feel a little was not
tool
expecting
closet
that to be
is
the direction.
something.
Oh my god. That's great. Okay, anyway, rather than perceiving me as small, the idea getting stuck in my head and getting in the way of me enjoying things. And I'm thinking about asking her for clarification on what she meant. I'm just wondering if she's genuinely thought things I'm small, referring to things, experience, blah blah blah. Everything is great, but anxiety and why clarification? And the comment says, the problem isn't the size, it's the fact that she was basically putting him down to her friends. Something that should have been private between the two of them was shared with her friends and can't be taken back. Yeah, if I speak as someone, I've had some dating experience and relationship experience in my days. I cannot remember a single time where I have talked about the privates of anyone I have ever spent time with in that way. Okay? Like, to me it sounds like an insane thing to do. Just gonna be honest. Yeah, tool closet. Chat, please. Chat, please. I'm a handyman. I'm a good house husband, okay? Don't worry about it. Fuck. So what do you think, boys? How insane is this on a scale from 1 to wahoo?
I'm sorry. I disconnected from like the conversation at hand to like kind of mentally reassemble.
Yeah,
were
you
like-
kinda
Once you grab the
got
ruler,
halfway
I kind
through
of
and you were,
Yeah, you were
like,
distracted a
measuring-
bit? Like, what were you distracted about?
you were measuring, looking down, and be like, "This is the size of my head." Yeah, guys, this isn't small, right?
massive cock reveal.
Oh, that's a whole different context. I didn't even think about that. That's
Like
great.
the size of my head. What do you mean you didn't think of that?
I am
No,
wearing
sir,
That was
pants
the whole
today.
problem,
I am
Lies.
wearing
Lies.
pants.
No, you're
dude.
not.
Pants.
I gotta turn my AC
Pants.
on. It's hot in here.
Yeah, sometimes in summer,
Oh.
when it's like super warm, because I don't have AC in the studio, I sometimes don't record and I don't wear pants. Because people will never know.
I'm gonna just ask you to stand up next Lethal Company stream.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, Click, what you wearing?
Hey, what you wearing? Nothing. You shouldn't have to clarify that, chat, please. Chat, please. Who needs pants? Pants were invented by leg companies to sell
Communists.
more. By communists to sell more capitalism.
Yeah, there we go.
Mhm. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, the denim jean is actually just like a communist psyop to get you to wear pants.
I think
it's
so,
built as
too.
like the true blue American jean, but in actuality, if you look back at the historical records, what's Stalin wearing? That's right, pair of Levi's 50 whatever that number is.
Ooh. Oh, that
Alright,
was
I'm back.
sizzling a bit.
What did I
That was
miss?
like ASMR. Not much.
Measure things again.
Jeans are made by communists. That's all you missed.
Most of the comments seems to just be talking about like, oh, it was immature of her to talk about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I honestly think that women believe that men are always talking to each other about their women's bodies and naughty lives. For most guys, it's just not true. Women do this much more than men. Maybe. I wouldn't know. I've never been in a group of women and talk about this kind of stuff either, to be honest.
Yeah, I've never even talked to a woman before. Being real.
That'll reduce
That's
the amount
true.
of
I can attest
relationship
to that.
drama.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can,
it's
you can
very-
attest to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. Let me switch
Yeah.
it here.
How uncomfortable do you want to show on this measuring stick?
What?
Yeah.
Is there a 1
Aren't we
centimeter
back
on there?
here?
Yeah, 1 centimeter is this. It's pretty small.
Oh my god, this post is insane. I don't even
What
think
did you
we can-
find?
I'm just gonna send you the title of it. This is crazy.
Okay, wait. Let me check it out when I without opening it.
Yeah, this one might be a little bit extreme.
Okay, let
This is
me check.
insane. This is like
Yeah.
That's wild.
And this is an update post and it's long.
Oh.
It reads like this. My 33F husband, 36M, may have cheated on me with my dead best friend and had an affair, baby? Question mark.
There's no way. There's no possible way.
When
I don't want to. I don't want to touch this one.
This
No.
has to be. This has to
No.
be like. There's no way. Oh my god. It's their only post.
Can we look at images?
It's their
instead?
only post. Holy shit. That's
Wait,
crazy. That was an insane title.
Alice's daughter is not my husband. We ended up testing twice, both very definitive. Uh-huh.
See, I'm browsing around. Victor and our daughter over my mother. Whoa, okay. Browse the boy. Discovered another. What?
What?
My boyfriend's behavior in restaurant. My boyfriend's behavior leaves me embarrassed in restaurants. Wait, let me take a peek on this one.
What? That sounds like oddly specific.
He would often order something that he envisions in a certain way.
Thank you so much, Leafy, for the 5, you beautiful bean.
Oh, he sounds.
Can I just say,
is
this
like-
is my favorite stream of yours ever. I shipped this polycule lol. Thank you so much, Annika,
Thank
for the
you.
5. You hear that?
Cool as fire.
The polycule has been shipped.
Huge.
Where's it shipping to?
Philadelphia.
I'm out.
Yeah. Hell nah, bro. Wait, they have cream cheese there. That might reel me back in.
I don't know if I can handle the city being burned down every time the Eagles win or lose a fucking football game.
Me burning the house, like everything down due to the game where we throw the leather ball.
Ooh! The inflated dead pig.
What about inflation?
What?
All right.
I'm
What?
talking
You said
about the economy.
Oh, yeah. Tesla down 40%. Lol. We hang out. We ball a little. Let's see here.
Wait, on God?
Yeah, it's down 40%. Boyfriend's
Today?
29. I believe so. I saw. a
No, it's
screenshot of it
actually
earlier.
up today. Damn.
Oh,
It's down 40% in the last year to date.
What, like
okay, that's
Tesla?
pretty rough. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew exactly. I didn't hear what you said first, but I heard 40% down year to date. I'm like, yeah, that's Tesla.
Boyfriend's 29 behavior in restaurants leaves me embarrassed. Do we want to read this one?
Let me take a peek. Let's see what it's like. It's not very long. Let's see.
No.
Okay, this seems like. Yeah, maybe this is like petty and dumb. Maybe this is a bit of a palate cleanser from all like the
Yeah, like the
dead stuff.
The last post we saw, where it was like the dead friend affair baby. That was insane.
Yep. Boyfriend's 29 behavior in restaurants leaves me 27F embarrassed. How can I avoid such scenarios? Who wants to read this one? Clash?
I think they should just put their boyfriend down. I think that'd be the best way to
Yeah.
Yeah, take him
Yeah,
to the
if
vet.
he doesn't like coffee, let's euthanize him.
Yeah, I think that's honestly the responsible way of handling it.
I can read it. I don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
For
We'll
it,
whip
for it.
out the pipes.
That's right,
Yeah.
Bark Pup.
I'll put on my best voice. My boyfriend. No, I'm not gonna do that.
My
Boyfriend's 29 behavior in restaurant leaves me 27 female embarrassed. How can I avoid such scenarios? Whenever me and my boyfriend go to a restaurant, he would often order something that he visions in a certain way in his head, which is different from the way how it's actually supposed to be, and when his food arrives, he starts complaining that it's not what he had in mind. Mind you, this occurs 8 out of 10 times. Shout out to the 2 restaurants getting it right, I guess. For instance, yesterday he ordered an espresso macchiato. A couple minutes later, the waiter brings him exactly that, after which he freaked out, whining about not being able to get a decent coffee, while he always has to suffer from getting, quote, this little shitty-ass cup of coffee.
Because
I
it's
used
a
to
cup-
work as a
because it's an
barista.
espresso.
It's just coffee, bro. I used to work as a barista, so I know my way around coffee, and I explained that he got a perfectly prepared espresso macchiato. Apparently, he automatically assumed that he'd get a, quote, large cup of black coffee with milk. You can make that at home, though. Like, if you have a problem with that, just do that at home. just because of the word macchiato. This morning, whilst we were getting brunch, I recommended him toasted sandwiches, pointing at the list of ingredients, reading the name of it out loud simultaneously. He liked the sound of veggie cheese, so he agreed to that. The waiter brings his veggie toast, he whips the sandwich open, and frantically begins searching for the eggs. Frantically. It's like, where are they? Where are the eggs? Like, just like throwing all the ingredients up in the air, like, where the fuck are they? I asked him what eggs. He tells me he understood eggs and cheese instead of veggie cheese and didn't bother to look at the menu as, quote, he trusted me. What? This was probably the 5th time in a row that the same incident occurs, and I'm getting frustrated with him refusing to learn at least a few basic types of coffee since he already consumes it on a regular basis, and he ends up causing a scene. Literally not one of my friends has ever done something remotely similar to this. How am I supposed to handle this behavior? You know, I think Oz was right the first time before we even read. I think just euthanize him.
I told you.
Honestly, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Oz
sounds
was
about right.
completely correct here.
And also, like the first one, it's just he was looking for not for an espresso macchiato. He was looking for a latte macchiato. Like he wanted
chocolate milk.
He wanted it. He wanted the big milky coffee. Like, yeah, that's a latte, bruh. Or you can just ask. Like, I'm not particularly good at like.
Are you kidding? Click talking to someone?
Yeah, it's like
crazy.
Hey, I want a big coffee that's a bit milky. Which one is that? It's like,
buddy, I will stand in line at Starbucks and place my order on the phone while I'm in line and just look at them until they receive the order.
No, you do that.
I'm not talking to a
that's
person.
that's the Zoomer way. The millennial way is to be too pleasant. So you stand in front of the line, they leave, and then you stand there for half an hour because you're not supposed to like be upset that no one is like doing anything right.
That is a crazy title. My 28 male husband, 27, just came out as straight. Ooh.
Wow, that is
5 years.
That actually is pretty fucking crazy. Normally it's the other way around.
Yeah, how do you?
All right.
How do you find that one out like 5 years in? That's
shit. Guess
okay,
I'm straight now.
Send it.
Damn. Yeah, I'll send it. Yeah, if we want to. I wasn't sure if that'd be too much of like a scary, not like scary, but like too serious. Yeah, let me go back up and find it.
Clicky, have you guys heard of the euthanasia roller coaster? Yeah. Yeah, it's the loops that go tighter and tighter, so the G-force literally makes you pass out and die.
And your shoes all looking cool.
Wait. Are we gonna read that one or this one? My 45 male girlfriend's 45 female boss/friend showed up to her house unannounced on Valentine's Day with a card and chocolates while I was there. Did I handle this poorly? Wait, that is crazy.
Okay, do that one. Do that one. It's the Christian cult one. I recognize it. Okay. The coming out as straight one. Yeah, we read it in another stream. It's like the husband gets the hots on for like a culty priest dude, and then the culty priest dude convinced him to like convert, and then it was a weird one. It was very culty. Here we go. Boss friend showed up to her house unannounced on Valentine's Day with a card and chocolate while I was there. Did I handle this poorly? I mean, it has a lot of updates, so it also says this relationship is over at the bottom. That's great.
Oh my god.
We were getting ready.
They handled it as well as they could.
Indeed. We were getting ready to go out for the day. The front door was open, and she says, "Oh, X is here. Come on in,
Not
X."
Twitter. No, get out of here.
The Twitter PNG logo walks through the door. It's Elon Musk.
Yeah, wait. Can we just refer to X as Elon?
Yes.
Oh, Elon
we were getting ready to go out for the day. The front door was open, and she says, "Oh, Elon is here. Come in, Elon." He walks in and hands her a box of chocolates and a card with her name handwritten on it, followed by love.
Unrealistic. Elon would never do this.
I'm just painting it in my head and seeing Elon in front of me doing all this.
He's like nervous at the door with that butchered haircut he has.
I heard that you want chocolate.
Oh, do you like?
I had never met this guy before, but I had heard of him since they were been friends for almost 10 years. The whole thing felt surreal. I observed his behavior, and he seemed a bit nervous, as she as well. This is a bit awkward. She introduced me to him as her boyfriend. She introduced me to him as her boyfriend. Okay. That makes sense. It would be weird if it was the other way around. That's how I thought it was first.
Hey, honey, this is my boyfriend.
Yeah, Exactly. The people around me don't support me being together with my girlfriend. But who the fuck wouldn't support that? My wife. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, my wife is very
My
like.
wife is being a bitch, bro.
My
She didn't
wife is
want me
getting in the
being with
way of my.
girlfriend.
Yeah, it was getting in the way of my relationship. I kept my cool, and he stayed much longer than I felt necessary, close to 20 minutes. After he left, we left as well. While in the car, I said, "That was weird. What was that about?" She said, "Oh, that's just Elon. He probably did that for the other girls too."
Nah.
I disagreed, saying that it seemed romantic in nature and that I felt he was interested in her. She said I was overreacting. I told her I was bothered by the fact that he did not know that she had a boyfriend, even though she's known him that long. Yeah, you know, if someone drops by my house and gives like Valentine's chocolate and roses to my girl, I'm gonna assume like there's a little bit of maybe.
No,
maybe
we're
a
not. We're not
slight,
even getting past the hanging out for close to 20 minutes. This is like, what the fuck is this like on site? Like that.
Yep.
There is no idly hanging around the house.
Oh, he just
I'm
stuck
eating them
around,
chocolates.
and
Yeah.
even for him, he's like, "Oh damn, this little office crush I had turns out she's not single. I better skedaddle. Whoopsie daisy, can happen, you know, whatever." But
Yeah, plus there's got to be so many layers for the office crush to expand to showing up to your literal house. Like the
Yeah.
office crush translated to her
Yeah.
at some point giving him the address.
yeah, that's absolutely wild. Well, maybe the cuck chair in the hotel will come in handy. She said I was overreacting. I told her I was bothered by the fact that he did not know we had a boyfriend, and even though she's known him that long. And also that he just stops by without even calling or anything. She got defensive and turned it around on me, saying I didn't trust her. We got into a major blowout. Things are on the rocks now. I am not sure how I should have handled this. It was the most awkward thing I've ever encountered and upsetting. I wonder if it's like the first time he showed up to the house, you know? That's what
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
starting
he
to
had
wonder.
her address.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
As a
I-
woman, that would freak me. That would weird me out. Yeah, indeed.
yeah, no,
Dear God.
I would leave that relationship so fast.
Yep.
Like, for example, if I had a girl show up to my house on Valentine's Day, like when I had like a partner,
Mm-hmm.
and they, well, actually, I would like it if a girl showed up to my house on Valentine's Day, but unrelated. If I had a girl show up to my house on Valentine's Day, when I had a partner, there would be no like, oh, this is so. I'd be like, yo, this is like crazy out of line.
Yeah,
like,
like
the fact
what-
that she's like, no, he's being silly. It's like, nah.
Yeah, it would be like,
nah.
no, what the hell is this? How do you even have my address? That would be the reaction. So, nah. The fact that she took it so like, no, teehee, stay for 20 minutes and chill with my
Yes,
boyfriend. Or
yeah,
God.
my boyfriend.
Oh my God. Yeah, no.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's a
Thinking
very
through
weird
few more.
situation.
Wife cheated on me 30 mil early in the relationship. Now she's flaunting it. No.
What?
No.
What?
No. There is no writing of the Reddit post at this stage. Nope. There's just strictly like, bye. I hit her with the COD zombie sound. I'm like, bye.
Cheated on me early in the... Wait, what? Oh my God. Cheated on me early in the relationship. Now she's flaunting it. Wife cheated on me in the beginning of our relationship 5 years ago. I forgave her, but asked if she could remove him from her social group out of respect. She fought it, but eventually agreed.
What?
That would have been
Why are
bye-bye.
you dating her?
Why are you dating her? And why are you dating her after it's like, hey, I'm a bit uncomfortable that the dude you cheated with is in our group chat. Can you remove him? No!
Yeah, like what?
there's
why
been
did
so
this
many-
ever turn into a 5-year long relationship?
There's been so many, like, mm-ums. Back last December, she added him again. Only said, I'm sorry this makes you feel bad. And then she went back to her hometown for a couple of days and went AWOL. Spent some nights out with my in-laws' house and gave me some elaborate excuses. I didn't buy it, so I confronted her. She ended the relationship over text. Yeah, who could have seen that coming? She came back home after a couple of days and said she was going to move out. Took her 2 months to actually do it. I ended up helping her move out, and then I moved out myself since I didn't want to be in our old apartment alone. We haven't filed for divorce yet, but have been living separately for 3 weeks. Why haven't we just get rid of this person? God! Today she posted on social media a picture showing she traveled abroad with the guy she cheated on me with, clearly wanting me to see it. I feel like it's total disrespect. Needless to say, I gave her the stars and the moon of a 5 years of marriage, so I can't understand this move. Please, I could use some perspective here. My reaction here is no reaction. You think that's okay? Yeah, don't react to it. Here's the thing, okay? I remember back when I was like in uni, in one of my first years, I must have been like 20 years old or something like that. I had someone come on to me very strong that I knew wasn't single. Okay? And my reaction was, no, I'm not getting in the middle of this. Their response was like, no, my partner will never know. They live in a different city. And I'm like, okay, then end that first. Because the thing is also that even if you are morally corrupt and you would be fine with that and you try to, logic your way out of it and say that, no, but they're the one in a relationship, so their responsibility. Like, I wouldn't agree with it, but some people would try to logic their way out of that, I suppose. But to me, it also means that, okay, I'm just going to be the next in line. When I'm working in a different city or, we spend 2 weeks apart or whatever, I'm just going to be the dude who's now sitting in the hometown while she's here doing whatever the fuck this is,
Yeah, it's very much like, it's insane. I see the mentality of it a lot where it's like, bro, she got with me. It's like, wow, do you really think you're that high on a pedestal that you would be like, yeah.
I was so much the one that she just cheated for me. Like, yeah.
Now she's with me.
For now.
I saw this insane relationship post a while back where this guy was like, yeah, no, I caught my, years ago, I caught my girlfriend cheating on me with my best friend, and now they're married, and I go and visit them sometimes, and they're really happy. And I'm like, why the what are you, why? Like, why would you do that?
No.
That is insane.
No, that is, nah. If they choose to cheat once, they're likely to do it again. I don't give second chances. Did that enough with my first partner. Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of like in a similar thing where I think it's that kind of boundary that if you cross it once, it's very likely will happen again.
Yeah.
There's a, no.
I don't think I would ever, like, if so, especially with this guy, like, I don't mean to be dogging on this guy, but he's like, I don't understand how this could have happened. I was like, well, I mean, she cheated on you when you guys first got together.
Yeah,
so
beginning
clearly,
of relationship. There should have been like,
it's like
bye-bye.
she showed you who she was at the beginning of the relationship, and you're confused 5 years later. Like, why is she?
I mean,
like
she also
this?
did it twice. She cheated, and then they decided to stay together. But was like, oh, can you remove her from the group chats? And she was like, no, I don't want to do that. So it's like she doubled down even after they resolved it as well. So it's
I know, and you're like, where did this come from?
Yeah, it's not particularly shocking. Well, if there's any like comfort for this dude, it's that this relationship that she's traveling abroad now, only to brag on social media or whatever, that's gonna last for approximately 6 weeks. So
Obviously, what you don't understand is that once the relationship ends, it's his chance to get back with her. So you got to think of the 500 IQ moves.
Woo,
hell
so
yeah.
epic.
Not really. That's a horrible idea. He should not do that.
But maybe
My
this time it will be better.
My 27 male girlfriend, reading that in one sentence is so interesting. My 27 male girlfriend, 28 female, told me, quote, she would not cheat on me after coming home from a girls' night out. Why is that
That's
suspicious?
something.
Let's see.
Let me pause this one.
People can change. I don't like that saying, once a cheater, always a cheater. Takes work to realize your mistake and change yourself. I mean, maybe people can change. I certainly wouldn't take someone back who cheated on me, though. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't. I think it's good to try to change if something like that happened, but I don't think anyone needs to like risk their health and well-being because of it either, if that makes sense. For me, that would be a ender.
Okay, let me send this one. Actually have some comments on this one.
Ooh, juicy. Maybe they can change, but they'll be changing for the next person, not me. I mean, I hope so, because it would just mean like less heartache in the universe as a whole. You know, if something like that happens and don't work out, like of course you wish for the person to change because less people hurt is a better world. But you know, I'm not gonna be around to check it.
Yeah.
My 27M girlfriend, 28F, told me she would not cheat on me after coming home from a girl's night out. Hi everyone. Last weekend, I picked up my girl from a bar after she had a girl's night. When we got back to the apartment, I carried her up the stairs, as in her words, a princess should not have to walk. Okay, but that can be kind of funny though. Like if people are tipsy, you're playing around and stuff, carrying your girl to the bedroom or whatever. Like this I don't see as anything bad in particular. Like that can just be funny.
I mean, that's how Oz and I talk when we're going up like a staircase and stuff.
Oh yeah,
that's what I say to Oz.
Oh, that's why we've been working out. So
I couldn't carry Oz.
Efficiently.
He's like 6 foot 1,000.
He's a real 6'9"er. Yes, indeed.
Oh.
As I, what, 6'9"? That's an American measurement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, click.
What?
American measurement pulls out his measuring. Say, I'm pretty
sure.
So
I'm 69. I'm 69.
All right, see how you 6'9" out here.
Yeah, see. Let's see. Let me come here. Get your face up to the camera, and I'll go check. As I carried her, she said, "I would never cheat on you. You're too good for that," and gave me a kiss. I mean, weird fucking thing to say, but it's like unprompted. I didn't think much of it at the time because she definitely drank a lot that night, but I've been having trouble getting that out of my head. How do I decipher that statement? I mean, maybe someone came on to her that night when she was drunk and she was like, "No, I have a wonderful boyfriend," and she just like, very clumsily expressed that in a drunken way. Who the fuck knows? But it's a weird thing to say, like, out of nowhere. I mean, there are some cases I can think of. Someone pressured her to cheat. I mean, bad friends are definitely a thing. Yeah, that could be it. One of her friends cheated on their partners. This is complicated because I become friends with her friends' partners. She was just being drunk and not thinking. I've been cheated on before, and I've expressed to my girlfriend that cheating is the ultimate no-no for me and would cause an instant breakup, so she knows it's a touchy topic. I just wanted some advice before I make a big deal out of this. I tend to overthink things. I mean, maybe she was just trying to do that, like, cute little thing, like, I know you're insecure about this. I would never ever do this because I love you, but I'm also drunk and really clumsy,
But this post just comes off as someone's anxiety where they don't want to like stress their partner out, but they're also like kind of like, hey, this like spooked me a bit. I just need to like essentially be talked off this ledge real quick, because I could see that this post being more along those lines where he's just kind of panicked and wants a little bit of reassurance.
This is communication.
Like, it sounds like she was drunk and then knew that she was out, knows that there's like a stigma around, like guys being worried, like, oh, my partner's out. And he already said he expressed to his girlfriend that cheating is like a big thing for him. So I think she was drunk and then being like, you are just the most perfect guy.
Yeah. I think this could be resolved with just some conversation. If you know,
I think the reason why he's posting first is because he doesn't want to like come to his partner with like a load of anxiety and like,
or an accusation.
Letting himself work it up. So I could totally see it where he wants to like get other people's opinions to help talk him down, so when he does enter the conversation, his like emotions are like wounded down from
there is an update to it. Here it is. I'm just tossing it up on the stream. Update, blah blah blah, original post. A few people asked me for an update, so here it is. Thanks for the advice. I talked to my girlfriend, and there's good news and bad news. Good news, my girlfriend didn't cheat. When I asked her about her comment, she had absolutely no memory of saying it. Bad news, when I asked why she would say something like that, she admitted to one of the girls she was out with, Jane, made out with a guy that was not her boyfriend, John. I mean, doesn't sound like your problem, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
She said that the comment probably came from the fact that the guy Jane was smashing tongues with had a few friends that were hitting on her friend group, but lost interest after 3 were no takers. Needless to say, I voiced my concern with the fact that she had told me none of this, and she agreed that it was poopy and even looked suspicious. I mean, meh. I don't know. She told me she was looking for a chance to tell me, but I broached the subject first, and she was going to take it easy when it comes to drinking when I'm not with her. I mean, that's just good safety overall. Also, watch your drinks in public. I have seen what people can do to that stuff. It's fucking scary. For my reassurance and for her hangover, lol. And also, one of her friends got promoted, which is why they were going hard that night. It's not a common occurrence for them. Now for Jane and John. My girlfriend say that Jane has been texting in the group chat saying that John was acting cold at the start of the week and went radio silent. I called up John to double check that he knew, as well as ask if he wanted to get a beer sometime. He agreed and told me that Jane and he had officially broken up and she was a mess, constantly texting and calling him. I also asked him for Jane's side of the story so I can match it up with my girlfriend told me. I'm a bit paranoid, I know. The stories matched up. She had been drinking, guy came up to her, they flirted, she made a mistake. Okay, the friend, I suppose. As far as Jane, my girlfriend, and her friends, I'm assuming that one of her friends told John. I forgot to ask John, but he's a good guy and has become good friends with my girlfriend's friend group. As of now, Jane hasn't reached out to my girlfriend or her friends. Definitely not the best ending, but it worked out alright for me. I mean, yeah. Then it also doesn't sound like there's anything to be, like, you know, worried about, because it sounds like the kind of friend group that would actually call each other out on that kind of bullshit. You know? Yeah. But, yeah.
This is such a sad title. How do I ask my wife to stop singing in the car? What? That's so sad. What the fuck? Dickhead, let her sing. Unless she's trash, then don't. Let her know. Oh my god, why is it so
When
long?
the post starts out as like, I really enjoy listening to Skrillex, but my wife insists on singing along.
That would literally be my wife. Wait, no, that would be me.
Yeah, oh my god.
Drop the bass.
Yes! Oh my god!
Oh, baby, a triple!
You finish shit.
Already we're rough dick, babe.
Are you ready for the rub that beat?
That music video actually goes hard as hell, though.
Oh yeah, like the drugged up Santa. Dude, I'm
Yeah, eating shit out of elves.
Oh yeah.
You guys
I'm
are
actually
nuts. Hey, it's we're monkeys dancing for the chat. Don't worry about it.
Found pictures of my boyfriend of 8 years wearing my clothes and lingerie. What?
Oh,
That can turn into a fun experience for you both.
That's interesting.
I mean,
interesting.
I mean, to be honest here, boys, girls always be complaining like, why are you wearing my lingerie? Why are you wearing my bra? But she steals my hoodie all the time. Like, double
yeah,
standards.
it's like that
double
skirt
standards
is
much?
freeing. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I like feeling the cold air.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Double standards. Disgusting.
Divorce. Where's the divorce guy? Do I get a divorce from my 37 male? Man, these are weak sauce. I want something insane. Why can't your life be more interesting?
Why
Dance,
can't your
monkey.
wife be more pathetic from my entertainment?
Why can't your marriage blow up harder so I can read about it on Reddit?
Exactly.
I think we can definitely gather some stories and save it for next time, because it's getting a bit late, and I need to go grab food.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah, I should
Wow.
probably crawl
Hang
into
out.
bed and actually
Wow.
sleep.
Yeah, you should. You took like sleeping
Yeah,
pills.
I've
before
been
we
up for I
started
think at this
streaming.
point 22 hours. So yeah, no, it's my bedtime.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the sun to go down so I can go back to mentally
I
cracked
have
out
to
of my
set the
computer.
alarm.
Glad to add to your staying awake streak. It was good having you boys on. Let's do some more like quirky. Well, I guess it's kind of like a live podcast reading like relationship drama and judging people. It was fun.
Yeah,
it
hit
was
me up
super
when if I'm
hours.
awake, I'll join. But if
Hell
not,
yeah.
then I won't join because I won't be awake. So
Oh, that sounds good.
yeah,
And also for the people in the chat, check out Ozzy Wazzy and Wondery Ondery. They're tagged in the title, so subscribe to them. Otherwise, I will be sad and I ugly cry. I don't sexy
Yeah,
cry. I
it's
ugly
pretty
cry.
disgusting.
Yeah, there's a lot of snot and stuff. It's
I
not
don't
good.
like it.
Yeah, it's bad.
All
Take
right.
care, everyone.
Yeah.
Be good, behave, and we'll see you soon. Mwah, mwah.
Bye, everyone.